FanDuel's getting you ready for the NFL season with an offer you won't want to miss. New customers can bet just $5 and get $300 in bonus bets if you win. That's right. Pick a bet, bet $5, and if it wins, you'll unlock $300 in bonus bets to use all across the app. You can build parlays, bet player props, ride the live lines, whatever your style, FanDuel has you covered. The NFL season's almost here. The only question is, are you ready to play? Visit FanDuel.com/sportsfan to download the FanDuel app today and get started. Must be 21 plus and present in Michigan. First online real money wager only. $5 first deposit required. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable bonus bets that expire 7 days after receipt. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problems? Call 1-800-270-7117 for confidential help.
The Mercedes-Benz Dream Days are back with offers on vehicles like the 2025 E-Class, CLE Coupe, C-Class, and EQE Sedan. Hurry in now through July 31st. Visit your local authorized dealer or learn more at mbusa.com/dream.
Skip this message by jumping to the 1 minute mark. Hello there, VIPs. Steve here. In case you didn't know, I do a podcast with our former intern, Kyle. You remember Kyle? Wiener 2, I believe, was his nickname back on the radio show. We do a podcast called, well, very creatively, The Steve and Kyle Podcast. Every Tuesday at 7 a.m., we release a new episode. And while the radio show's on vacation over the next 2 weeks, we're going to be throwing a couple of episodes of the Steve and Kyle Podcast in as your daily download, since we're not going to be back until January 8th. You can follow us on Twitter at Steve and Kyle, Facebook.com/Steve and Kyle. Or if you want to subscribe, that would be even better. Just go into iTunes or Google Play or Stitcher or TuneIn or any of those podcasting apps. Just type in the Steve and Kyle Podcast and hit subscribe. Hopefully you enjoy it and you'll subscribe. We'd greatly appreciate it. So enjoy this episode that was recorded at some point in the last couple of months. Sorry, they're not really in any kind of order. I do want a pedicure. Now, they're not doing like...
color. Yeah, no, I get it. They're not even going to do like a sealant type of thing? Is that what you'd call it? Like you would your
gloss?
Deck? Like you would your deck?
Yeah.
Put on a nice...
spray some Rust-Oleum on there.
Nice water sealant on your toes.
Maybe the stuff that has the grip so you don't slide around when it's raining. I don't know if I'd be able to convince Annette to do anything in the water. She's terrified of the ocean.
God bless her heart. I'm glad I got another soldier on board. The anti-ocean army grows. If you're Team Ocean, and I know this is going to make a lot of Portland, Maine, a lot of Jersey scum mad.
Just slip that in there.
Is there anything worse than getting like a rice cake or a toothbrush from the local dentist?
We had a dentist. It was weird because I lived in a regular residential neighborhood. He ran his dentistry shop, dentist office is what you would call it. That's what they're called, right?
The dentistry shop.
Have you know I'm not proud of that.
We talked about it, I think, after even recording last week.
Yeah.
How you said there's something to be said about when you say something stupid and the other one of us will say, "What did you just say?"
Yeah.
But there's a special level for when you say something stupid and so immediately can think, what the hell did I just do?
Yeah, the gears are turning.
Yeah.
Like, why are you overcomplicating this? It's a dentist's office.
Dentist's office. But, I mean, I can't even... obviously not making like saying, "Oh, you're dumb," because I think a dozen times, probably an episode, I sit here and I go, "What's the word for that color? It's really there's not much to it. White, white. That's the color." You know, it feels like it happens too much. But you know what?
Yeah.
When you're offering 2+ hours of gold standard premium content,
90+ minutes,
90+ minutes of gold standard premium content on a week-to-week basis, you're bound to forget words like pillow and dentist's office and the color white and other things of that nature. So
it's the Steve and Kyle Podcast. It's Sunday, November 12th, 2017, the year of our Lord. It's 9:48 in the morning, and man, I feel like I'm ready to go to bed already. It's
sounds like a rough
It was a rough night.
So which is funny. So over the past week, I've seen you, I don't know, a dozen times. It seems like
I know.
we were here last
Maxwell
Sunday.
just get an apartment
Yeah,
together.
right. We were here last Sunday, obviously doing the podcast recording. Thursday we had the hot bowling adventure, which we haven't even talked about. There hasn't been.
It's been so
that's not
so
withholding.
normal,
It
so
has
regular.
been. The only thing we do differently, I need to be honest. So when we started bowling, I had no idea that we were playing against the team on our lane, like next to us.
Really?
I had no idea because
for how long? You're talking going back to last year,
until 3
right?
weeks ago.
Until 3 weeks
3
ago.
weeks ago when I realized that the
all
number
last season, you had no idea.
No, that's why I kept always talking about the, hey, 30 for 30, I beat everybody.
Yeah.
Because I thought it was like a competition between the four. So 3 weeks ago, I noticed the numbers on the bottom of
the
it.
bottom right.
And I told you, I think on the way out, I was like, boy, that kind of fires my competitive juices a little bit because now I want to win. But now since I've noticed that, I think we've won a total of one game.
One game. Yeah, we won one last week, and we did not deserve to win.
Right.
We all had, like, career games.
Yeah.
We all had some of our worst game, our career game, and then back to our second worst game in the span of 2.5 hours.
But we just don't. There hasn't been anything memorable. There's been no real characters there.
No. Everyone's been cool.
Yeah, last season we had Captain Bowling, and we had the sexy soccer mom. We were trying to hook up with Captain Bowling. There were characters last year. This year, it feels like there's the four of us. Everybody we've bowled with has been really nice.
Yeah.
Really fun. They seem to enjoy it. Like bowling with you and being able to, have fun.
And we've really lucked out because there's one team in particular that take really, really long smoke breaks.
Like all four of them will go outside to smoke, but it's the most casual thing ever.
Mm-hmm.
Like
it's like they'll go outside and each smoke 2 or 3 cigarettes.
Yeah. And it feels like a game will wrap up. They'll talk. One will put their coat on.
Yeah.
The next will put a sleeve on of their coat, and then so it's just like 4-minute process, and then they mosey outside. So we had to bowl them once last year.
Mm-hmm.
And this year we have been incredibly lucky that we haven't had the privilege to bowl because they're not bad bowlers. Like if they just bowled straight,
no, they're good. Yeah,
they would be the first ones done every week.
Yep.
As it stands, the time record 2 weeks running, we're the first ones done.
Yeah, when we left there on Thursday, now we were moving at a pretty good pace on Thursday, but
we're bad bowlers.
I looked around and that one team in particular, they were on the second frame of their third game when we were walking out the door. And that's after we had been done for probably 7-8 minutes at that point. Because, it's not like throw your last ball and then run out the door.
Right,
throw your last ball, return your shoes, return your ball, come back, get your coat on, say goodbye to everyone, and do one more giveaway or something.
Right.
But, yeah, they were their second frame.
So behind everything. So we've been lucky that we haven't had to bowl with them. But yeah, bowling's just been the same. I would argue we're still the same bowler. I think the furnace kicked on.
That's
what you hear.
All right. Yeah, that's it.
I think we're the same level of bowler, and
definitely haven't gotten any better.
Without the funny stories, there hasn't been any real. And now I know what a lot of people are saying. Well, most of the other stuff you bring up doesn't have funny stories.
That's true.
That's also true.
That is true.
Thank you for bringing that to our attention. But no, so we saw you at bowling on Thursday, and then you were gracious enough to take hours out of your free weekend,
out of my Friday evening,
your free weekend, which you were so looking forward to, where you'd have nothing to do,
nothing at all.
To backtrack a tiny bit, that Thursday morning, I had sent you a picture, and I posted about it on Twitter. I sent my dad the same picture of.
I loved your dad's response
of a cable hanging loose on the side of the garage. Now, I'm an idiot. I've talked about it. I don't understand do-it-yourself.
Yeah.
I didn't even know. And at that point, I was on my way out to work when I saw it, so I snapped a quick picture. Didn't look at anything else. I was like, I got to get going. And
try and turn that furnace off while you're talking there.
So I snap this. I send it to you. We're you're workshopping through what it might be, and we you say, well, I can give you a hand this weekend. Now, in my mind, I don't know why I think this. I'm going to be able to come home that night and get to the bottom of it on my own.
You got a hammer?
Yeah.
You got a wrench or two?
And it wasn't urgent because
you're a man.
There were still, there were cables hanging. There's a couple cables hanging, but for some reason, the door was opening and closing. Mm-hmm. So Friday morning, that all came to an abrupt end when my wife at 5:55 in the morning goes into the garage to leave for work, and I'm trying to get an extra 20 minutes of sleep. It was a bad night with one of our dogs. She didn't sleep well, so I'm tired. I'm thinking 20 minutes extra of sleep. Mm-hmm. I don't know why. This was gonna make the day so much better.
Yep.
So she goes into the garage, and I hear.
Yeah, everyone knows that. Oh God, there's something keeping it from lifting up.
I'm laying in bed and I'm going, come on, door, one time,
just willing it with your brain.
One time,
sticking your hand out like you're 11 from Stranger Things. Door, open.
You can do it. I want to give a pep talk to this thing. 10 seconds later, door opens. Hey, garage door won't open. Guess Kyle's getting up early today. Throw on pants and a shirt.
I was just telling myself I wanted to start the day early.
Just telling myself, what better way to attack Friday than get not enough sleep and wake up before your scheduled time? So get up.
And no doubt end up being late because of the now extra work that has to be put in.
So go outside, realize something's obviously gone horribly awry. Mm-hmm. So you pull the cord to make so you can then manually open the door.
Disconnect it from the opener.
And the garage door is old enough now at this point that the cord just rips directly off.
So it's so dry rotted.
Yeah. It just, I think it's still in my car because I just threw it when I was done with it. So I go up to the door and it's like, all right. And I lift at it and I go, now we did something wrong. It's not budging.
Yeah.
No, turns out it's just a, 2 metric ton garage door, what it feels like at 6:05 in the morning.
They're pretty heavy.
So it takes, she has to help me get it, up and over. And then I realize, even though it's up and over, it still doesn't stay. Mm-hmm. You have to, hit that lock again.
Yeah.
So hit the lock. She pulls out. I leave it open. I get dressed. I'm getting ready to leave for myself. I back my car out, and I'm thinking, all right, I've got to hit that lock, hold the door, so it doesn't come flying down when I unlock it. So so it doesn't sound like a nuke's hitting 1 second from all of my neighborhood.
Yeah.
So I hit the lock and I'm on a ladder stupidly because at this point, me trying to hold it, it could easily pull me right over the top and knock me over.
Sure.
Somehow I'm able to ease the door down after the fact.
That's impressive because they're pretty heavy.
So get through the day, and I was talking to you, and you had said I can at least come over and look at it today. And honestly, I'd already if you can help, great. If not, that's fine. I'll start posting on the Watchdog page to see if anybody does garage doors on the site. That's where you go.
Yeah. Well, I mean, after seeing such questions as this may be a stupid question, but is there a company that I can call that installs fences?
Yep.
That was an actual question.
Yeah.
Do you think that fences just grow by themselves?
You have to plant fence seeds, and then you have to wait a season for that fence to grow. But you have to buy the right seeds. They have white vinyl seeds, chain link seeds, privacy seeds.
Yeah, you have to look up in Farmer Joe's Almanac to see when there's going to be a good fence season.
What did we call that stupid thing down the road? Or back when we mentioned Poverty Ben's idiot prediction guide or something like that. Do people still buy that? I think one of our listeners sent us a picture on Twitter.
Yeah, I don't know.
Of hey, here's the poverty book. Mm-hmm. It's like old wives' tales of well, make sure you pat the horse twice on the left butt cheek before you ride it, otherwise she'll kick you. What?
Really? Didn't know that.
Yeah, I never heard that. So questions like that. My backup was to legitimately go to the page that I think I can say we now troll.
Yes.
For the most part. Me, yourself, my brother.
Yep.
A couple friends will.
Chris
Chris,
yep.
Chris
will throw in a smart-ass answer every now and then.
Nolan, Ryan Young will chime in. We troll that page, but we troll it properly. We don't use bad language.
Nope.
We don't.
I always do it in a passive-aggressive way.
Exactly.
So somebody who doesn't know me could look at it and say, "Oh, look, he knew the answer." But if you do know me, you know that it's me giving you the finger.
Yeah, because like the mini not news this week was somebody, and this was during bowling or day of bowling.
Yeah.
Somebody posted on, again, this is a local neighborhood watchdog informer page. Hey, can anybody help me find a new dentist in this area? Can anybody tell me where I could go find this form? Whatever. Somebody posted, has anybody heard anything about this My Friend Dahmer documentary? I thought it was going to be on Netflix. So I was the first one to see it, or the first one to post, because most people have the willpower to say, I don't need to help with that.
You know something? I don't think that most people get it.
I think you're right.
I think most people look at it and say, "Oh no, I don't know about that."
Oh, that's a good question. Good question. And so I saw it first, and I had said, boy, this seems like the right forum for that. And then I said, you have to go to a theater. You saw that, and you posted a link from Let Me Google That For You.
Yeah, so basically I took her question, typed it into lmgtfy.com, which is Let Me Google That For You. It then generates, I don't know, I guess a little video.
Yeah.
So it generates a link. You paste the link in there, and then when they click on the link, it shows a Google page. It shows a mouse move over to the search bar, type in, where do I see this movie? And then it gives step-by-step instructions popping up on the left. So it says, step 1, go to Google. Step 2, type in your question here.
Right.
Step 3, hit search. It's that easy.
Now,
so, of course, very passive-aggressive.
Right, but still, you honestly did the job.
I answered the question
for her. Mm-hmm. So I'm trying to very quickly find it. Unless this is another instance, I think it is.
They shut it down.
This is another one that got deleted.
Oh man!
Because what it was met with was a response from her. I know how to Google things. This is a local page. I want to be able to see it local. Well, one, that's a lie. You said I thought it was on Netflix first.
Well, that, and you obviously don't know how to Google well, because if you had clicked on the link that I sent you, while yes, it was a passive-aggressive answer,
sure,
it was an answer.
It brought you there.
Yeah, it brings up local show times for whatever the documentary is called.
So you're met with, I'll call it a tepid response from this person. And obviously we can't pull it up, but to summarize, like I said, I know how to use Google a-hole, and it ends with the middle finger emoji.
Yeah.
To the point where, like, okay, well, at least she understood the condescension, and in my mind, she should.
I was kind of disappointed, too, because I clicked on her profile, and it was a young person. And I was kind of surprised. I was like, man, I would almost feel bad if it was like an 85-year-old woman that was posting this.
Right.
Who barely was able to get to the informed page. She made it there, typed in her question. But no, this is a young person who knows that you can find all of that stuff within... Like, I can't remember a time where I needed an answer to a question so badly and couldn't find it anywhere.
Right.
That I had to post on there and then just sit there and be like, oh, refresh, no response. Refresh, no response. Huh. All right. Well, I guess I'm not getting the answer to this.
It's such a fallback, it seems, and it seems like it's a fallback for older people, like we've talked about. So yeah, and I think we would have the foresight to say, "Hey, she's an older lady. Like I might step away from that one. That's not worth it."
Yeah, if her name was like Matilda Grandma Jones,
right?
I wouldn't have responded at all.
Right, but this page is rife with absurdities. Yeah. We talked, or I sent you a screenshot yesterday of somebody. Let me try to pull I have it in our text very quickly here. Oh, so we took a few wedding pictures at a coffee shop nearby, but we'd also like non-professional. Did anybody take some? So this guy's idea was that they went to a coffee shop and got wedding pictures taken on their wedding day.
Mm-hmm.
Full gown, full tux, all the whole nine.
Yeah.
And they had a professional photographer take these dumb pictures.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, the first thing I thought of is when you sent me that's how they met. Maybe he worked there and she went in every day and ordered a mocha loca chocolate or something.
Yeah.
Okay. But still, it just seems, I don't know. I'm judging you.
Right.
I am. I'm going to judge you.
Well, spoiler alert. I read the comments after I sent you the screenshot.
Mm-hmm.
They did not meet there, but that is where they had their first date.
Mm.
But so,
Okay.
Again, let's look past that for a second because their first date, that means, was at a coffee shop inside a grocery store.
Okay.
Seriously.
Yeah. I mean, why didn't you just go to the pretzel shop right outside?
That's exactly what I said. There's a pretzel stand 10 feet away.
They could have gone and gotten some contact lenses, too.
Absolutely. You can get everything done there. I think there's a hair salon.
There's a hair salon and a credit union.
You could have had her follow you
You could have been
around.
a business owner at a credit union.
You could have gotten all your day-to-day chores done. I need a haircut.
Yeah.
I needed an eye appointment anyway. And I needed to start my LLC. You could have done that on your first date after having a cup of coffee.
Yeah.
So again, it's not out of the norm that these stupid posts come up. So the backup plan for me was to see if Mr. Garage Door Repairman on the side could help me. Mm-hmm. And that would have been my first post on there. And I think it would have been a valid question.
I think so. Anyone in the area do garage door repair? Because I always preface it with the way that I always think is I like to give a local business a shot. You know, I don't want to call 1-800 garage doors or something where they then farm it out to somebody else who farms it out to somebody else who inevitably is a local company, but they're probably getting pennies on the dollar.
Sure.
What I could just I'm paying the same amount, but I'd rather just pay that full amount to a local company.
Right.
Give them some business.
Right. And even people who do it on the side, they might work for a company during the day, but
contractor
they do
or something.
Yeah. So, but luckily, Steve, that did not need to happen.
Called in the old right-hander.
Yep. Went to the bullpen. So I bothered Steve on his much strived for free weekend. Yeah. So between travel, obviously the upcoming nuptials in under a week.
Yeah.
Everything, you had a free weekend this weekend that you're both looking forward to.
Yeah, we had a couple of things that we wanted to accomplish, but nothing big at all.
Okay. So Friday comes around, I text you around 2-something, say, hey, I am on my way home. If you're free and you want to swing by, that'd be great. If not, whatever. Mm-hmm. So you're finishing up one of your to-dos on Friday because you're getting a jump on the weekend, right?
I came home from work. Now, normally Fridays, I come home from work, and that's the one day where I just lay down on the couch, I relax, I don't have to do any work for the next day, and it's just I can take that guilt-free nap for an hour, hour and a half, and I love it. Turn the TV on. Doesn't even matter what I turn on because I'm falling asleep.
Right.
So I got home from work on Friday, and I'm like, no, not even going to sit down, not even going to eat lunch. I am just going to get right to work.
You got rolling.
So we have this clock that we had at the old house. It was hanging up in the kitchen. It made its way to the new house, and pretty big. It's probably 24 inches in diameter or so. Wanted to hang it up over the fireplace, and I was like, I'm just going to do that right away because if I start that, I'll get that done. Move on to the next.
Get the big ladder out.
Didn't even get it. All I did, I stood on a chair and as high as I could, I was like, well, that's where it's going. There we go.
Okay.
So put that up.
If I go up there and look, is it going to be is it noticeably if I look at it, I go, Steve, that's
it's a bit low.
That's 2 feet too low, man. You got to redo that.
No, it was. I think it looks good.
So is this a one nail thing and it hangs on it type of thing?
2 screws.
Okay. And, so moving it would be a headache. Noticeable.
Not that. Yeah, it wouldn't be. It wouldn't be awful.
I'm looking at it before I go today.
Okay.
And I'll tell you if anything feels
I need your
off
input.
about it to me.
I need your input on it.
Yeah. Because and again, if I think it's too low, listen. I feel like I've known you long enough. I'm going to tell you.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you, Steve. That's
you go upstairs, you pull a tape measure out of your pocket and start measuring
well, don't even get me going. Don't even get me started on centering. let alone the height.
Is that a load-bearing wall you put that into? Oh, boy. Wouldn't have done that.
Just anchor that into the drywall then. Yeah, I remember. Okay. So you get your clock hung, your gigantic clock.
Finished the clock, took a step back and said, nailed it. Moved on to the next project, which was our microwave, which we were replacing. So
now this is the new hipster trend of the black stainless. Okay, that's the new it item.
Black stainless, which, by the way, I believe you're on board.
I said it looks nice.
Yeah.
It looks nice. To me, it just looks like a black appliance. Yeah. Obviously shinier.
If you looked at it next to a regular black appliance,
you'd notice it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but when you immediately look at it, you're like, oh, it's a glossy black instead of, So, yeah, it looks nice. I don't know if it's... I don't know if I would do it like the premium, because those are usually, like, you can usually get your stove, your microwave, whatever, and they'll have it in, white and black for $600. But then if you want it in stainless steel, it'll be $700 or $650. And then I think black stainless is probably $750 or even more.
Well, we bought it. The store was doing one of their big, like, pre-Black Friday type sales.
Did you get 2 microwaves?
I did not. Do you want one?
Well, I was hoping
I can
get
return
in
it
on that BOGO.
So we got it. We actually got a great deal on it, and it was we paid in the end almost nothing for it,
right?
Because we had a bunch of we had some gift cards, we had some rebates. So I think in the end we put out, it was like $40 out of our own money, which was great. So that had been sitting on the counter for about 3 or 4 days or so. I picked it up at the beginning of the week. Looked at that and I said, "You're next, microwave." I had already taken the old one out. Like, I took the old one out 3 days earlier.
Right. So you just had a nice big hole above the stove.
Just a big gap. Started putting that in, ran into a little problem, had to go out and buy another drill bit because I had to drill through tile instead of just wall.
It never fails.
Never failed. I've never, not once, except for that clock. The clock is the only time I've
100% success.
tried to do a project and I haven't had to go out and buy anything. Put the microwave up, and you would text me when I probably had about an hour to go, and got the microwave in. Everything looks great. It works. My biggest pet peeve of the clock on the oven not matching the same color as the clock on the microwave is gone, because now we got a matching set.
What a weird, but I understand. Like, everything, I think everybody has those weird, like, neurotic things. Like, for me, it's not matching, but it's like the light, the intensity of the light on the cable box, like the time, and also how the cable box, like, at least with the company, I think both of us, like, the ring stays on. Like, the power button says it's always on. Like, that's me. Like, I wish I could make that never happen.
Right. Yeah.
But it, like me, I'd see 2 different colors. Yeah, whatever type of thing.
Mm-mm.
But no, you needed to buy a specific set.
Our microwave was also between 25 and 30 years old.
Yeah,
so
I did see that.
It was at the point where, like, oh, you want to heat up a slice of pizza? 4 minutes.
Oh,
I mean, I may as well turn on the oven and put it in the oven at that point.
Well, at that point, you may just turn on your car engine.
Yeah,
get it warm.
Yeah, just set it right on the.
Now, thinking out loud here, let's say for whatever reason you find a microwave you can't pass up, and it doesn't exactly match the stove, but like the black stainless matches up somehow, whatever. But the one thing is that the letters on your microwave are white. The numbers on your stove are blue. Would you consider buying like a tint to make the letters blue, or would you just let it go?
No, I think
you'd look for like a piece. It'd be like a self-adhesive.
There would be some kind of hack online
that you could make those things. Yeah, well, yeah. Instead of buying a piece of adhesive, you'd end up deconstructing a module.
Yeah, because
and, like, flipping things.
Because you know that in order to get to that panel on the front, you would have to go through the back, and everything would have to come out.
Yeah, you'd have to knock a hole in the other side of the wall to attack the microwave from the back, and then like replace the world's tiniest light bulb you can only find on the aftermarket from South Korea,
right?
And then replace that to get your blue light. Mm-hmm. Okay. So I guess I'm understanding more as this podcast goes on.
Yeah.
The level of neurosis that would take.
Yeah, I don't think that I'm, like, I joke all the time, like, oh, it's my OCD. I don't think I'm not really OCD.
Right.
But there are plenty of things that need to be just so.
I know.
And it drives me nuts.
You're right. I don't know if that's OCD, but just like a different form, because and it's probably just put into my brain from seeing it on TV and whatever. Oh, I have OCD is the like, oh, I have to touch a doorknob 3 times when I walk in.
Yeah, no, I'm not like that at all, but there are plenty of things. If I'm not OCD, I don't know if on the spectrum is a term that applies to OCD, but it's pretty close.
Yeah.
There are a lot of things that really, really bug me, and it's like, gotta be just right. When I get to work every day, I put my wallet and my keys down in the same exact spot.
Okay.
Like wallet first, keys on top, and even like the direction that the key is facing.
Right.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why this podcast works, because when you were over Friday, I showed you just like one little thing was, so look at this. And I pointed at it's right next to our sink. So I'll have a cup for water. Katie has a cup for water that, if we're just having something to drink, it's easy access. We don't have to go to the cupboard.
Yeah, you leave it. Yeah, I usually do 1 cup a day.
Yeah, leave it out.
So the cup that I use for lunch, I usually use for dinner, and then at the end of that, it gets washed and put away. So since we've lived in this house, I've put the cups, like when we're not drinking them, I put them on the left side of the sink. I stack them up in a like front to back type of thing against the back wall of the sink. And apparently, within the last 4 to 5 months, Katie has decided she doesn't like that anymore. So she's now a right side cupper,
actively putting her cup on the right side. Now, part of me thinks it's to piss me off, because I don't remember ever have seen this before. So it's the most subtle home war of all time that every time that cup's on the right side, I put it back on the left side.
Yeah.
But every time she gets a drink, she puts it back on the right side. So I think maybe that's why this works. Like if I walk in next week and I put my computer on the left side, is that going to irritate you?
Well, no, not really. If you were to come in and move my computer and say like, hey, can I shift this over because I need, and then like slide your computer into the spot that mine would, that would bug me.
Would be like,
yeah, what you do over there, like where your phone is sitting, where your jacket is laid down, where your computer is, doesn't bother me at all. Whatever works for you. So it's like your stuff, you have your way, like you your computer there, you like the iPad where it always is. Yeah. That's okay. I'm understanding. Yeah.
I'm growing as a person, Steve.
Yeah.
So you wrap up task number 2. You get the microwave up and in, the lights match, all is right in the world.
Everything's good.
And you decide, my Friday is not over just yet.
My buddy needs some help.
DIY Kyle can't do this on his own.
Yeah, so you sent me a message saying, hey, I'm heading home. I was like, all right, I can be over there in about an hour. So finished up the microwave install and ran over to your house, pulled in your driveway. As soon as I got there, I'm walking up the driveway. I'm like, well, those cables, you're not supposed to see them from the outside.
Those cables that I had taken a picture of.
They were sticking out somehow through the front of the door.
Yeah.
And I could hear things happening in the garage. I could hear like metal clanging around. I'm expecting to come in there and see you with like, for some reason, with a pitchfork,
right,
and like a pickaxe,
right,
just going to town.
Now,
and,
I honestly hadn't even looked at the door since that morning. I shut it. I got in my car. I went to work. I came home, texted you, sat and waited. I didn't even go in the garage. So it was really the first time I'd looked at the door with the door closed, because the door closed was the only way to see what the problem was, which was immediately obvious.
Yeah.
And that is that the gigantic spring had broken.
Had broken in half.
Now,
yeah, because I walked in, I looked up at it. Now, it's not that I'm an expert at this, but I had literally just installed a garage door or 2 garage doors at our house that have the same configuration. So I know the terminology at this point. I'm like, oh yeah, there's your rollers, there's your torsion spring, there's your whatever, your L bracket.
Yeah. Now, so we immediately knew the spring had to be replaced. So we see, the size and the specifics of it, and we take off. You think, got it. I've been replacing garage doors for years.
That's my old.
I've got a spring at home. It might work. Let's go over there and take a look. So we zip over here.
Yeah.
See that it's not going to work. Different size door.
Yeah.
So we have to go to the local big box joint, look for what we need. And what may be the most disappointing garage door section of any home improvement store ever.
Yeah, they need to up their garage door
That
section
was embarrassing. I was like, wait a minute, this can't be it.
They had springs that were basically, like the biggest spring they have was like the ones that we have on our microphone arms right here.
Right.
Which, by the way, my mic is... Oh, yeah, it's about to collapse again.
Is it
really? It's actually crushing the table.
That's what I have a divot on my side, but it hasn't. Do you need to like fully move it to a new non-crushed place?
No.
Just keep tightening it.
Yeah, just keep.
Okay, keep tight because eventually that clamp will just be clamped onto itself with a tiny piece of this table in between.
Yeah, I think what I have to do is maybe get like a little block of wood.
Maybe
put a block of wood on the top and the bottom.
It wouldn't hurt.
No.
So we go there. We realize this is not going to pan out. And before we even leave the store, we're already looking at the other spots that might have it. And you say, hey, call the place by our house. See if they have it. And I immediately think, God, I really don't want to do that. Because this is a place that's filled with gentlemen in their 50s and 60s who it feels like their whole life they've just been repairing things.
Yeah, they're contractors, they're repairmen. It's not the big box store where you get the 16-year-old kid who's just stocking shelves.
Yeah.
These people, the people at this store, they've worked there forever, and it's the kind of store I love going to because you know that you're going to get the right answer.
Right.
You walk down the aisle, everybody that you pass, can I help you? Do you need help finding anything? Do you know everything good? So I knew that but I also sometimes
it's smaller.
It's a smaller place.
Yep.
So the selection may not be as big.
Exactly. So I decide, all right, I got to call, even though all I know is torsion spring,
garage door,
16-foot garage door, and we had a general size, like a length. Call them. I don't even know what department to go to, so I have to go to the 16-year-old courtesy girl.
Garage door department.
Yeah.
Please.
So she sends me back to this guy who, how can I help you? I said, yeah, I'm looking for a torsion spring for my 16-foot garage door. And in my mind, I'm hoping he goes silent for about 3 seconds, goes, yep, well, we got this color, and this color. Mm-hmm. But nope. Oh, what's the part number?
9.
It's green on the side. Green, the green one.
That's a part number, right? Green.
Yeah. So I go, I gotta be honest with you, I don't have it, and I wouldn't know it if I had it in front of my face.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, we got I got a bunch of this stuff here, this, and this, 78, 63. Uh-huh.
Yeah, it sounds like
no, you got it, man. Like, sounds like you got it there.
Set one aside for me.
Yeah. Put the green, put it next to the desk. I'm coming your way. So nothing has helped, but we figure, it seems like they have some garage stuff. Mm-hmm. So we come back, take the actual spring off.
While you were making that call, I was looking at another store.
Oh yeah,
it's like a half-hour ride to get there.
It would have sucked,
but I was pretty sure that they had it. So that was our emergency backup.
Yeah.
They were also open later, so we figured let's go to the closer one first.
Yep,
maybe we'll luck out.
So we go back. We think maybe it's better if we just have the spring.
Mm-hmm.
So we take everything off. We grab the spring, head over to the local joint, walk up and down 30 aisles before finally ask, "Where do you know where these might be?"
Walked right past it, by the way, too.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. Well, we walked down that aisle.
Oh no, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right. Didn't even acknowledge it.
Mm-hmm.
Guy takes us over there, and again, no idea in this part number thing, but thank goodness one felt like it was half spray painted green.
Yeah.
Because that's the one. That's it. That's it.
That's the approximate length of this one.
Yeah. So we're able to get it there, bring it back. And thank goodness you knew. I mean, if this was me, again, I would have just found another avenue. Like, I'm not the kind of guy who's, especially when it's
just cut a hole in the door and like stick some barn door hinges on it.
That'll
work.
I'd buy hinges so that way every morning when I wanted to leave, I'd open it like a door, like a regular
or
door.
You just tilt it up.
Yeah, right.
So you put the hinges on it, so you back your car into it, and it slowly opens up, drags across your roof, across your hood.
I honestly probably would have just called and said, I just want a whole new garage door. Somebody come put in a whole new door.
You need one soon.
Right. I can see that.
Your door is
the door is
struggling
old.
a bit.
Yep, the door is way too old. But you were able to mix your moonlighting career as a garage door utility man with a tiny, and I mean very tiny bit of YouTube assistance.
Yeah, I just needed to know which way I had to wind it.
Yeah, and again, these are all things I wouldn't have touched. I would have put spring on, not attached it to anything, started pressing the button and cursing the door.
Come on,
I did it. Why isn't it working? So I think overall it was a 3.5 hour project.
Yeah, I think total amount of time actually working on the door was probably an hour.
Unbelievable,
hour and
by
a half,
the way.
maybe.
So we drove from my house to your house to 15 minutes away to 20 minutes the other way back to my just stupid because the labor, like you said, the labor itself went as smooth as could possibly have gone, I think.
Yep, had your dogs barking at us the whole time.
Yep, finally let them out, terrified them with loud noises to the point where they would not come into the garage anymore. So, but no, I was
home by like 7:15.
Yeah, I ruined Steve's Friday.
You did.
But I got myself a functioning garage door for a fraction of what Johnny Garage 1-800 would have charged me.
Johnny Garage 1-800.
Yeah, well, because 1-800 Johnny Garage was taken, so we just had to flip it.
Yep. So now, before I left, your wife was going to be home any minute. So I said to you, now make sure that you take full credit for this when Katie gets home. I had nothing to do with this. I was at home doing my thing.
Right.
So did you do that? Because
I sent you the text.
You sent me
of
the
what
screenshot of the text that you sent her, which I'm assuming was a video of the door opening, and then saying something like, "Garage door is fixed. Bring me some grub, woman."
Yep, exactly. I called her a broad.
Yeah.
Said I expect dinner on my table by the time you arrive. Yep, I want a hot meal for my success today. So no, because I had told her earlier in the day, I was like, yeah, I think Steve's going to come over, and so I think she was on to me if I had tried to stake claim. And plus, I'm so not neurotic in this regard, but I hate feeling that way. Like I hate being at that point of the day and not having taken a shower.
Yeah.
So I couldn't because the idea was I was going to put like dirt and grease all over my face and my shirt and just be like,
maybe have your arm in a sling,
right? Be like, woo, what a project that was. Yeah. Glad I could get it done though. But I would have lost my mind just walking around with that dirt everywhere, not being able to shower yet. So that was the first thing I had to do was jump in the shower. So dinner was provided, Steve.
Nice.
And I have a functioning garage. Now, sure, Friday was totally shot, and I was exhausted and fell asleep by 9.
Yeah, but it's that accomplishment tired.
Yeah.
So it's not I did nothing all day and I fell asleep on the couch.
Right.
I love those days when you have a list of stuff.
You get it done.
You get everything done. Everything worked. There weren't any major issues. And
Feels
it didn't
good.
cost you a ton of money.
I know. Feels great. Feels great to have it fixed, even if, I could elongate the life of that garage door years. If I want to.
Yeah.
So I think that is the first ever, for me at least, DIY success at my house. Like on that level. Like, I mean, I've always, stupid little stuff in my mind doesn't really count.
Yeah.
Like, hey,
changing a light bulb.
Yeah. I mean, we've had, even when things go well, 2 years ago, had my dad come over with his truck and we pulled a bunch of really large bushes out. Well, the tow straps we had to cut off because they were cinched. We saw that when we tried to burn it this past year.
It was still on there.
So, little things where you're like, yeah, it didn't go terribly, but yeah, we lost some nice tow straps in the process. There's always some negatives to these positives, right?
Well, you have your pros and cons columns, and as long as the pros, there are more things in there than the cons.
Yeah,
you're good.
I'm trying to remember if it was you, somebody was trying to recommend like, oh, you can install gutters, your own gutters.
Oh yeah.
I didn't even think about it when I finally got those done.
That's a daunting task. It's one thing if you have a 10-foot section on just a straight shot,
right? But there's bends, and you got to figure out where to put
second floors.
Yeah, because for a second I'm thinking, I think of the money I could save, like hundreds of dollars.
Yeah,
I mean, sure, it's hours and hours of labor.
Yeah, don't take me. That's why we just paid someone to do our fence,
right?
Because I've put in fence before. I've put in sections of fence before.
Awful.
Like at my old house, there was a 12 or 15-foot section that I needed to like connect the house to the garage, so that way the backyard would be fully enclosed. When I got Lola, when I first got her, and it was easy to do. I went out, I rented one of those post hole diggers, and I only had to put in like 3 posts, put them in, and the gate and the fence went up fine, and it was nice and level and straight and everything. But here would
have been large.
Oh yeah,
form.
I'd have to do like the entire side of the house and then the front and the side. No, not a chance. The one company came out; they were there for like 10 hours. They had it all done in one day, and it looks great. It looks 1,000 times better than anything I would have done.
There's something to be said for just paying a professional in a lot of regards, like a fence, or for my money, like gutters, because that's something that's noticeable.
Yeah.
Right. So as much as I want to be like Mr. DIY, look what I did, it's not worth it to look like garbage. But hey, I did it. I know it looks like crap, but I did it.
If there's a hole that needs to be filled in with dirt, I'm your guy.
You got it.
If it needs to look really nice, I'm probably not your guy.
Right.
Yeah. So
absolutely.
So we did. That was our Friday night. I came home Friday feeling accomplished. Got a couple jobs done at the house.
Yeah.
Helped out somebody.
Oh.
Got you a freshly opening garage door.
Never been so excited for something so simple.
I know, isn't it funny?
Like, because it's not devastating. It's whatever. We have a driveway. We park. If it came to it, we'd park there. Whatever.
It's just that it's the worst time of year for that to happen. That couldn't happen. Cold. That couldn't happen in May.
It just got cold. Yeah. So of course, why it wouldn't be July when it's sunny and nice out. No, it's November when it just got below freezing. So, as I said before, thank you again. I owe you big time for the garage, and again for all your garage door needs. Call Steve.
That's it's Johnny Garage 1-800.
Johnny Garage 1-800.
Go ahead, dial that.
Dial it backwards. No. Is that like?
Can you do
let's
that?
say if you dump the 1, because the 1's like a preface to a lot of it. Yeah. If you did Johnny, you could make your number Johnny Garage 800.
Well, I think it's a bit long.
Garage 800. It's only 9. You need 10. You need 10 or 7, right?
Well, just 1-800 Garage.
Yeah.
That's
only 6.
Yeah.
Garage
1.
Yeah, and that doesn't have the same ring as Johnny Garage 1-800.
1-800 Garage 1. Looks like we got a jingle.
Either that or just call it a Johnny Garage.
Front
of the phone book. Front of the phone book.
Yep. Everyone's still worried about getting in the front of the phone book.
I'm going to have to call Aardvark Landscaping to make sure that I get the job done right. So you were able to help with that Friday. And I see by the writing on the Jumbotron, Steve, you went back to the well and you started giving away your garbage on Craigslist this weekend again.
I did.
Now, is this like a not a sick thing for you, but it's like you really enjoy it?
I do.
You really enjoy being able to see that portion of the population and to see what person of that portion will come pick up your garbage.
I like meeting people. I like hearing stories.
Right.
So I woke up yesterday morning. Now, we still had it because I replaced the 2 garage doors over the last 2 weekends. They were both leaning up against the side of the garage outside of the house, and I hate that because I don't want to be. I'm very self-conscious about that. I don't want the neighbors to look over and be like, "Oh God, it's the garbage house." They're the ones that are going to have a broken down car in the front lawn and just like hay bales and 2x4s, because before we lived here, the house that we lived in beforehand, there was a house down the street that we always referred to as the trash house.
Okay.
They were the ones that had a legitimate monster truck parked on the side of the house.
Not like somebody's
it was a
pickup with a 38-inch lift or whatever.
Well, it was an old Ford truck, but it had tractor tires on it, like 60-some inch tall tractor tires, but they were only on there for part of the time. Most of the time, they would take those off, so it would be jacked up 15 feet in the air, but then it would have like the regular tires on it, I'm assuming, so it would fit on a trailer so they could trailer it to the mud bog or whatever.
So they were actually using this. This wasn't something like they found a monster truck on the internet and thought, hey, Jimmy, how much money you got?
No, because it would be gone for, like, you'd see them trailer it out of there, and then it would come back that night, and it would be covered with mud.
Okay. But still, that's a big monster truck on the side of somebody's house.
Yeah, this was the trash house. I mean, this is like the kiddie pool in the front yard.
Oh, boy.
Beer cans all over the place.
Well, it's like you're speaking to one of my neighbors right now.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
One of my direct neighbors.
Yeah. So it's always in the back of our head. We always think to ourselves,
don't be the trash house.
As long as we're not the trash house, we can be just better than the trash house.
That's a good idea.
We just can't be the trash house.
Yeah, because what you've done is you've set the lowest bar that you know you can't fall below.
Yeah,
and that's being the trash house.
Yeah,
is you always need to make sure you're a rung on that ladder up.
Yeah,
so you don't fall to monster truck on the side of the house.
Right.
Mixed with the kiddie pool and Christmas lights thrown in a pile hanging off one of your eaves troughs.
Yeah. So we did not want to do that. So I had these 2 garage doors sitting on the side of the house, and I've been wanting to get rid of them. I debated throwing them up on Craigslist, just having somebody come and take them away. But I thought, no, there's a lot of stuff there.
There's metal, there's bracket. I mean,
it's all steel. Like I can take that. There are scrap yards all over the place that will buy your scrap metal.
Yeah.
So I thought, all right, let me do that. I just want it gone. So I got in touch with Cy Nolan Ryan Young because he said that I could borrow his trailer whenever I needed it.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't have a trailer big enough to haul that away. And he's like, "Yep, go ahead. It's over." He said, "I'm not home, but it's over in my driveway. Just go and hook up to it and grab it." So I look up the place. This is at 9:50 yesterday morning. And the place I need to take the scrap to is only open until 11:30, and it's a 25-minute drive. Oh, boy.
Times are tight. You have to go get the trailer, bring it back.
Now, granted, he's a 4-minute ride from here.
Load everything up.
Mm-hmm. So I shoot over to his house, back into the driveway, hook the trailer up as best I could. It was I realized once I got to my house that the main safety feature was not enabled for the 3-mile ride back to the house. Luckily, I remedied that.
Was that the lights?
Well, the lights weren't hooked up, but there was also like the actual lock that clamps down
over the hitch.
Yeah, over the hitch. It wasn't locked. No big deal.
So I
couldn't get it fully engaged. Yeah. So I was like, I'm only going a couple miles.
So you're rolling down the road. This thing's probably bopping up and down on the back.
I drove nice and slow, is what I would say if I actually did. But I drove fast because I was in a hurry.
Well, and that, you make sure if it does pop off, you got momentum that it's going to keep going the correct way.
Sure. Yeah.
That's a safe decision, Steve.
So I back it into the driveway, and I had told Annette, before I left the house, I was like, I'll be back in 10 minutes. Meet me out front. Be ready to haul some steel.
Oh, you got her ready.
Got her ready.
Oh, so, boy. Now, in the back of my mind, Steve, I can't help but remember the last time you asked Annette for help carrying heavy things. I'd be remiss if we didn't mention
carrying 22 sheets of drywall down into the basement.
Be remiss if I didn't mention, Steve.
I forgot about that.
The time you made your lovely bride-to-be cry from sadness because of your tone that you use in disgust of the way she carried the drywall. In my mind, that's the first thing. Like, oh my God, something's going to go horribly wrong. Steve's going to yell at Annette again about the way she carries a heavy garage door panel onto a trailer.
No, everything went well, actually.
Okay.
So we just threw all the crap in there. I finally realized, that's not locked. Better put that lock on there.
Yep.
Better hook up the lights so people know if I'm stopping or starting. And I drove over to the scrapyard. And man, am I happy that that is not a vital part of my income, because there were people there. You could obviously tell they were scrappers.
So they'll go through this yard and try to find.
No. I mean, they're the ones who you see driving around on trash night.
Oh, that's how they make that. Yeah, they're making money,
picking up their scrap metal, taking it there.
Gotcha.
So what you do is you pull in onto a scale. They weigh you. They dispense a ticket saying how much the weight is. They then say pull forward to the stop sign, and the guy there, there's an inspector. He looks at the stuff you have. He notes what kind of material it is. So if it's steel, aluminum, various other metals. Mm-hmm. So that way they give you a price based on what kind, because different metals have different prices.
That's the only stuff of value, right? Like you can't bring your 300-pound bag of garbage.
No.
And not say 300 pounds, give me money.
Nope, not to this place. No. Well, not to anywhere. But yeah, this is a scrap metal place.
Okay.
So I pull in there, and the guy says, all right, just swing it around, back up to that pile over there. He's like, just throw it. Just throw it in there. All right, cool. I mean, there's a guy in one of those front end loaders that's got the big magnet that's picking up stuff and dropping it in pile. He's sorting it. So I had 8 sections, 8 garage door panels, and then all the various tracks and nuts and bolts and.
Let me guess.
What are you guessing? A weight?
Dollar amount.
Yeah.
Well, the weight. Let me guess the weight. $850?
Oh no, way over.
Way over?
Way over. Yeah.
I guess. I didn't touch any of those panels, so I guess I don't. What was it?
The weight was 300.
Oh, okay.
300.
So those panels were not as heavy as they.
No.
Okay.
No, the panels themselves are pretty light. It's just all the tracks and the bars and everything, and those springs have a little bit of weight.
Yeah, and I think I'm probably a little bit distorted. And in my mind, I'm thinking about my door. If I took all the garbage down, it's probably 1,200 pounds.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you
dump everything,
unloaded everything, and then the guy says, "All right, just go across the scale again, so they can get your after weight, and then go inside." They'll print you another ticket. You take it inside. You give it to the woman at the desk. She fills out some info.
Check.
And then what they do is they just give you a printed out piece of paper that you take over. They have their own little ATM machine. You hold the thing up to it. It scans the barcode, and then it dispenses your cash.
Huh.
I was like, well, that's great. So I'm in there for way too long because I'm listening to the guy that's at the counter when I get in there talking about, oh, man, pretty hungover today, you know what I mean,
boy.
Robin? Talking to the woman behind the counter.
Clearly there
all
the time.
Yeah.
Probably trying to get beer money.
What'd you do last? Oh, we went to Sensations again last night. I don't even drink, but man, am I hungover.
I don't even drink. Okay,
sure, man.
30-pack of, the cheap beer sitting in your fridge that disagrees, but okay.
So he gets his
ATM voucher
for $6.60, and as he's walking out, he's like, man, he looks right at me. He's like, man, I'm going home, going to bed. This ain't worth it this morning. I was like, I don't blame you, man.
For $6, nothing's worth $6. Now, if you knew going in, now again, I'll guess the dollar amount you received in a minute. If you were told for that, you'd get, let's say half of that, you'd get $6.60. Would you bring it to the scrapyard or you'd give it away for free?
Not a chance. But it's also, since it's steel, and steel is cheap.
Right.
Steel's like pennies on the dollar.
Yeah.
I'm also not convinced that anyone would come and pick it up. So I'm kind of in this spot, like somebody who scraps for a living knows what that approximately is.
He probably knew
worth.
He wasn't getting $10 off of that.
Yeah. So, but yeah, if I knew I was getting $6, hell no, I'd post it on Craigslist and say, please come and take this. So, I work my way up to the front of the line, and I'm like, 300 pounds. It's got to be, what, $10 a pound, right?
That's the going rate.
Yeah. I'm easily leaving here with like...
probably $1,000, $2,000.
We're going to go on vacation. Paid for. Done.
We're upgrade the room in Jamaica right now.
Yeah. So I get there and hand her gotta give her my driver's license. So she can type it on the computer. She's like, oh, you've been here before. Yep, been here a couple of times. Okay, well, here you go. Prints out my receipt, and I'm sitting here like, oh, yeah, here it comes.
Yep, maybe a nice steakhouse dinner.
Yeah. Celebrate. I'm about to call Annette like,
yep,
honey, We're rich.
Back up the Brinks truck. Call in sick to work. We're retiring.
Yeah. What's your estimate? What's your guess for
300 pounds is still quite a
300
bit.
pounds? 300 pounds of anything has got to be worth something.
$70.
I wish.
What?
I wish I got $70.
Really?
I got $18.75.
Oh no! Oh, Steve.
$18.75.
Of the regrets in your life, where does this rank?
That was pretty high up there. Pretty high up there.
You wouldn't do it again.
But knowing that, no. No, and the thing is, I knew that. I knew that going into it. Because when we had the incident at our last house where I replaced a garage door and then for reasons that we will not get into, 1 month later, two weeks later, had to replace two of the sections of the garage door again.
Well, we talked about the big box stores. It does not seem like they know how to ship stuff.
Yeah.
So maybe someday.
I took those two panels to the scrapyard, and I remember getting $4 for them.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know why I thought that
this would be bigger.
This would be like exponentially bigger.
The windfall that you were hoping for over the years.
No.
So a couple hours of work.
By the time I got back to my house, because then I took the
trailer off.
Took the trailer back on the way home. I went back to Chris's house, backed up in the driveway, and it was cold yesterday morning. It was probably still in the 20s.
Yeah.
Back into his driveway, and unhooked the safety chains, unhooked the lights. I'm cranking down on the little thing to release the trailer. It won't come loose. Like on the way there, the issue was it wouldn't lock.
Couldn't make it safe enough.
Now I can't unlock the thing.
Good.
So for 15 minutes, I'm standing there in his driveway, struggling. I'm sending him texts like, "Hey, your trailer won't let go of my car." So,
I'm taking it home. There's no other option here.
It's mine forever. I'll cut the thing off.
Yeah, I'll get home and I'll use an axe and I'll chop it off.
So finally, I happen to have a rubber mallet in the back of my car.
That's what it took, huh?
So it had, I don't know, it had clamped down, and for some reason there was a little bit of rust on it, so it wouldn't unclamp. I just gave it a little tap, and then the thing popped right off. So I get back to the house, and again, this is the weekend where we're looking forward to doing nothing. So at this point, I'm already like, man, I hung a clock, installed a microwave, fixed a garage door, dropped off the scrap. The side of the house is looking beautiful now because it doesn't have all the garbage there. We're not the trash house anymore.
So was that 2 hours in and out from start to finish? You decide to go get trailer, get home, 2 hours. So you made, before taking out gas, you made $9 an hour.
$9.40 an hour.
I'm sorry, $9.40, and then we'll go ahead and remove presumed gas costs.
$2-3 in gas.
All right,
car's pretty good on gas. Although hauling a trailer, it's probably not the best.
Let's be fair and say you made $8 an hour for 2 hours on your Saturday morning.
Hey, that's more money than I was expecting to make on my Saturday morning.
That's true.
So I got home.
Well, congratulations on your big win. You got to feel real proud about that one.
Feel pretty great. So that went right into the fun envelope, which is any extra cash we have, like just tuck it in there. We'll save that for a rainy day.
Your $18.
Yep, go to a movie or something.
Yeah.
So I got home and Annette had, before I left, she's like, yeah, I think I'm gonna pull some of the she had done a lot of gardening while ripping out stuff that had died at the end of the season. So she had done that a couple of weeks ago. Well, we got this weird spell of warm weather where even though everything was dead, it started growing again because these plants thought that it was springtime already.
Hey, nice piece of sun for 2 days with warm temperatures.
Yeah,
Let's pop up.
Suddenly everything's green again.
Yeah.
So she had said before I left, she's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna pull some of the weeds or pull some of the stuff that started growing again." I was like, all right, cool. So I got home and I was surprised to see she was out there raking the leaves on the front lawn. I'm like, oh no, what do I hate raking? I love the look of fall. Why can't we just leave fall on the front lawn?
Should have just kept going around the cul-de-sac and I was like, oh, forgot something at the scrapyard.
What am I doing?
Gotta hit the road.
So I pull in the driveway and park the car. grab the rake.
Yeah.
Well,
Time to rake.
I can help rake, no problem.
30 minutes.
Yeah, it won't be bad. And honestly, it wasn't that bad.
Right.
Got all the leaves in the front yard raked up. I mean, my mom's coming into town tomorrow, so we want the house to
look real nice.
Look nice. Raked everything up, and luckily the back half of our backyard is all wooded, which means I don't have to bag a thing. We have a wheelbarrow. We just load all the leaves in there, take them out there, dump them. Hey, compost, mulch, great. So as I'm walking out there, I'm walking through our backyard, and I'm like, man, I hate those. We have these. The previous owner, for whatever reason, to kind of divide the backyard, but not really.
Yeah.
They put in these 4 sections of white picket fence.
Yep.
But they weren't connected to each other.
It was spaced out. It was probably 8 feet in between.
Yeah. I mean, there was one section on the left. Yeah. 15, 20 feet. Another section. 15 or 20 feet. Another. 15 or 20. Another. And it just looked... Ever since the day we moved in, we've looked at that and been like, what were they really going for?
I don't like this anymore.
Were they ever planning on filling it in? I mean,
maybe that's all they could afford. So they figure, we'll picket fence it in intervals.
Yeah. So to add work to my day, I'm like, I'm going to pull them out too.
Yeah.
Luckily, they didn't even, there was not one screw holding anything in. So I walked over and took the one section out, walked over to each post, shook them back and forth a couple of times, pulled them right out. I'm like, oh, great. It took total 5 minutes to take out the 4 sections and all the posts. So we had them up on the side of the house.
So what you just accomplished 1 hour before, side of the house looks real clean is what you said minutes ago.
Yeah. Cindy, the neighbor, isn't going to think that we're the trash house.
Right. You immediately put more trash on the side of your house.
Yeah. 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 Yep.
You're setting a real nice example in this neighborhood. You went up on the roof in a monsoon. You've had garage door garbage sitting on the side for a week. And then you load it immediately back up with the white picket fence that no doubt Cindy, the neighbor, probably adored. Thinking, oh, look at that.
Yeah, well.
That looks so nice and homely. Not homely, but looks nice and quaint over there with those picket fences. And then she looks out, sees Steve rocking back and forth on one, ripping it out of the ground.
Yeah. Well, she can install them in her yard.
Yep.
So I pulled them out, and I set them on the side of the house, took a nice picture of them, posted them up on Craigslist. Going back to the old well.
That's the tried and true Steve well.
Going back.
You didn't think in your brain maybe there's picket fence scrap that'll give you fractions of a penny.
I wonder what vinyl is going for these days at the scrapyard.
So you decided to forego the potential to make upwards of like $1.50 and just get rid of this, the tried and true Steve way.
Yeah.
And post it on
the
world's worst
page.
Website.
The free page on Craigslist,
which has never failed you.
Has never failed me.
You've given away. Now we've talked about splintered wood
with nails sticking out of it,
literal garbage. You've given
old
away.
Windows, like old window panes.
Yeah,
just stuff. Yeah, stuff that no one needs.
And we say the same thing every time. What are they going to do with it?
I don't know.
But whatever, it's removed from your house.
None of my business.
Yep.
So within half an hour, phone starts blowing up.
Now, do you text or email?
I always say text because I have that Google Voice number, which I have it set up so the texts come to my phone. But if somebody calls me, my phone won't even ring. I'll get a notification that I have voicemail.
Okay.
But I don't even have it set up to ring because I don't want anything to do with it.
Yeah.
And so I always use I put a contact phone number. I say text, and then I put a contact name. So I always put a fake name in there.
Right.
Well, I didn't used to until a listener to the radio show heard me talking about one of my Craigslist free giveaways, went on to Craigslist, found my ad, and then started texting me. Which honestly was fine. They were like, hey, man, big fan of the show. I'm like, thanks, man. Appreciate it. And then they said, don't worry, I won't give anyone this number, which means,
thanks.
Yes, you will.
Yeah.
To which I said, don't worry, it's not my real number.
Okay.
So yesterday, and I put that my name was Sam.
Good.
So I got a voicemail a little while later, which already direct violation of the terms and conditions in my Craigslist post, because I say text and I check off the little box that says contact method, text, and I get a message from a nice man named Rick.
Oh, Sam, this is Rick. I'm calling about the fence you have. My phone number is 616-7. Thank you, sir.
Thanks, sir.
And I must have listened to this.
Hello, Sam, this is Rick.
He puts a Y in there.
Sam.
Yeah.
S-A-Y-M.
Yeah.
Hello, Sam, this is Rick.
That says Rack. But he says it like you guys have been old buddies.
Mm-hmm.
Sam!
Yeah.
It's me! Rick! You know?
Well, we listened to that so many times and laughed so hard about it. And Annette finally got mad at me because I kept saying to her,
Hello, Sam.
She's like, please stop. Hello, Sam.
You need to make that like your notification for when you get a text. Hello, Sam.
Oh, God.
So Rick does it. I do not like judging people by their cover here, Steve.
Mm-hmm.
I get the impression that Rick is not a very frequent text message sender.
No, probably not. Doesn't really fit that demographic. So
these are 4 feet, 6 feet vinyl fence?
8 feet.
Eight?
The sections,
Oh my goodness,
sections are
really?
8 feet long. The posts are probably 6 feet long.
Longer than I thought, honestly. Yeah. So for that, you're calling Cy Nolan Young to get the trailer.
Yeah, you need a trailer.
You need a trailer.
They'd fit in the back of a pickup truck. So
that's an undertaking.
So I called, against my better judgment, I called Rick back. So I wish I had a recording of the conversation. And now that I know, and I Google Voice, you can record your conversations.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I should have done that because I call the number back, and I just, not a hello when someone picks up, hey, Sam!
Oh, he knew.
And I said, hey, Rick, how are you, man? And he goes, you're a difficult man to get in touch with. Because in the time between his call to me and the time I called him back, we had to go out and run an errand. We had to go over to a friend's house, borrow some tools.
Yeah.
And so it was probably an hour or so. He had emailed me 5 times.
What?
In that time. 5 times.
So in 1 hour, he has contacted you 6 times, an average of once every 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Sam could not wait.
No, Rick.
I'm sorry. You're saying Rick could not wait. He's sitting there in front of his computer, no doubt, because as we talked about, he's probably not text messaging on his phone or emailing on his phone. He's going to his desktop computer, punching out, hey, I want that fence. You still got it? Doesn't hear back. No doubt in Microsoft Outlook, hitting refresh, refresh, waiting, looking at the clock, 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Hey, Sam, you there? 6 times in an hour he's... okay.
So
Rick really needs this fence.
Rick really needs the fence. So I called him back again about an hour later. You're a difficult man to get in touch with. I was like, I'm sorry, Rick. It's just out running a couple errands. It's been a crazy day, buddy.
Yeah.
You still got that fence? Yes, I do, Rick. It's got your name on it. You need this fence? I'm going to give you this fence. And then he said, okay, well, can I come by tomorrow morning and pick it up? I said, absolutely. Absolutely, Rick. Fence is yours. You're not going to give it away to anyone else, are you? No, Rick. This fence is yours. Now, ideally, I could have given it away to somebody else because I had a bunch of texts about it.
Yeah.
And apparently the fence was in high demand.
It's a hot commodity.
It's a strong fence season.
Yeah.
But I thought, something, Rick sounds like a nice guy. I mean, how do you say no to...
Hello, Sam, this is Rick.
How do you say no to that guy?
Rick, You think he spells it R-E-C-K?
Wreck.
Hello, Sam. It's Rick.
So I'm not gonna deny Sam. I'm not gonna deny Rick his fence.
Yeah.
And then he said, "Okay." I said, Rick, it's on the side of the garage. Gave him the address. I said, "You can just come up and get it whenever you need to. If it's tonight, great. If it's tomorrow, great. It's gonna be there.
Yeah.
I'll pull the Craigslist ad down." So he then says to me, "You think that'll fit in the back of a Lincoln Continental or a Lincoln Town Car?"
Oh my goodness! So, oh no,
a town car. Yeah. So in my head, of course, I'm like, no, there's zero chance.
Like, you might as well have asked me, does my Dodge Dart seem logical for this?
Now, Continentals or town cars, or I forget which one it was. Either way, yeah, they have big trunks, but I mean, these things are 8 feet long.
Right.
So even if you push the fence all the way in, like long ways, there's still 4 feet hanging out the back. So, and at that point, when I was talking to him, the call cut off. So it was left at I'm like, hello? Rick's gone. All right, well, I guess Rick will be here tomorrow morning in his Lincoln Town car.
Rick heard the news, and Rick was running to his car.
So I assumed, okay, well, I'll see Rick in the morning, because he had said, well, the Michigan game just started, so I'll have to wait until the morning.
So
okay.
This is Saturday mid-afternoon now,
Saturday,
3 or 4 o'clock,
probably,
something like that.
So the phone call cut out, and I'm not going to call him back because I got nothing else to say.
Yeah,
at this point,
like you've run your course with Rick.
At this point, he's got the address. He knows where the fence is going to be.
Yep.
If I were to wake up today, if I were to look outside today at 1 o'clock and it was still there, at that point I'd say, okay, I'll post it again. Well, the fence, Annette and I were out in the garage. We were working on a little project, and I heard the UPS truck pull up. I poked my head out. They had a package for us, so I go and grab the package. And as I'm walking back up the driveway, I see a man that could only be described as Rick.
Oh, boy.
Driving down the street, and you can tell, looking at houses, and he's driving a Lincoln town car.
Yeah.
So I kind of kept my eye on him for a minute, but then he pulled into a neighbor's driveway, and I'm okay, weird coincidence. Well, I poked my head out of the garage, and I see him get out of his car and go up and walk around the side of the house.
Of the neighbor.
Yeah, the across the street neighbor.
Cindy's got her eyes peeled.
yeah. So, and I see him walk around the side of the house to where I told him the fence would be at our house. Yeah. He walks around the side of that house, and he comes back out, and he's kind of shaking his head. So I yell across the street. I was like, "Hey, Rick, are you Sam?" Oh, yeah, buddy, come on over here. Now, this is a weird phenomenon that we've noticed since moving into this neighborhood, that anytime we give people the address, like Annette has a couple of violin students who come here, with Craigslist people coming to pick up stuff, no one can find our house.
That's crazy. You're in an enclosed area.
There's nothing weird about it. The number is on the front of the house.
Yeah.
And because I've tried both Google Maps and Apple Maps, they both bring you right to here. It's not like one of those weird glitches where, it says it's going to be on the left side of the road and it's on the right. I don't know why, but everyone pulls into the neighbor's house across the street.
Well, that's weird because you think William the butler would correct him.
I know, exactly. And
what is he doing?
I mean, is he giving improper directions at
William's asleep at the wheel. That's his only job.
Gate?
Yeah.
Come on, William.
Unreal.
Jeez.
So no doubt your across the street neighbor has a mini panic from somebody named Wreck walking around their house.
Well, this neighbor, man, this is like all the other neighbors, like the ones on either side of us, I've met, talked to. Then there's one kind of diagonal that I have never, we wave. We just haven't been outside. Haven't really talked. There's a guy the other way too. Hey, how you doing? But then there's this one house that until earlier this week I had never seen anyone there.
Oh, okay.
I just kind of assumed that it was, I don't know, no one lived there or someone just
hours maybe.
Yeah, maybe it's an old person or something. And then I remembered when we were at closing for our house, the previous owners we're just kind of giving us like, oh, and this person across the street, yeah, they have kids, and this one is their kids in college. And I do remember them mentioning that there was like kind of a hermit who never really came out of her house.
Really? Okay.
So I just always assume, okay, that's got to be her. And so, because one day last week, I'm walking down the driveway to get the mail. She was walking down the driveway to get the mail. So I wave, hey, how you doing? You know, nice day or whatever. Some small talk. She looks right at me, looks down, gets her mail, walks back up the driveway.
No, you got cold-shouldered by a hermit.
Yeah, so I did the I did the patented good talk.
Yeah.
Turn around and walk back up the driveway.
You absolutely.
Like, look, I'm not asking for I'm not inviting myself in for cookies or anything. Just say hi.
So, no doubt, Gertie, the hoarding, cat-loving hermit, gave you, Steve, the cordial new neighbor, the coldest of cold shoulders.
Yeah. It was cold out there.
Man, oh man, that has to hurt.
So that's whose driveway Rec pulled into.
So Rec had to give this woman the scare of the rest of her life.
God, yeah.
Let's be fair, probably limited time left on her anyway.
Yeah.
Took a little bit more off the top, did Rec, as soon as he started doing the rounds.
Yeah. Yeah, so hey, Rick, over here, buddy.
Yep.
So he brings his Lincoln Town car over, backs it in the driveway, gets out of the car.
Hello, Sam. This is Rick.
Hey, Rick, how are you?
Oh, Rec's there. Okay.
Rick's there. So I point out the fence to him, and at that point, I think he realized the mistake he had made.
Yep.
He's like, oh, that's a shame. I have a trailer, too. I should have brought it.
What?
Well, what are you doing, Rick?
Yeah, it's at 8 feet sections, man.
So
you got to understand what you're dealing with.
So at this point, I want this fence gone. And he says, what do you think? I was like, yeah, we can fit it in. No problem, buddy. No. This is simple. Yeah. So we take all the fence posts. We open the rear the rear driver's side window and feed them through. So they're sticking out the passenger side window about 1.5 feet. No biggie.
Okay.
And then 2 of the 4 long sections go long ways into the trunk, meaning they're sticking out roughly 4 feet. And then the other 2 go sideways on top of the 2 that are going long ways. So they're hanging about 1.5 feet out each side. And I look down into his trunk, which is filled with garbage,
right?
Empty Budweiser bottles.
Oh,
which
boy.
Don't know if that was to take to bottle return or if that's just where he left them.
Maybe they were actually like the 1980s. They've just been there since he bought the olds.
So I found I saw a bungee cord down there. Grabbed that. I feebly bungeed his trunk shut.
So again, 4 8-foot vinyl fence.
He drove
sections.
He drove like a half hour too.
And there is now 1 bungee cord to hold anything in place.
Yeah. Yeah. So I bungeed Rec's trunk shut. I bid him farewell. He shook my hand and thanked me, Sam.
Yep.
And Rec was on his way.
Now at that point,
not before I ran back into the garage and then through the window snapped a picture of
as you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
That's a scenario that nobody would believe.
No.
If you don't have photographic proof. Now, no doubt you're hoping all he does is get out of your area without a piece of fence flying out the back, because then he's going to have you. Well, what do you think? You think we could figure it out?
Yeah, he'll have to give me a call.
Hello, Sam. This is Rick.
The fence fell out of the car.
Sam, what do you think? You got one more bungee? So he makes it out, but again, not after you were able to snap photographic proof.
Yeah, which I'll tweet. I'll tweet that the morning that this podcast.
Okay,
is.
Good. So if you're listening to this, go to the Steve and Kyle podcast on Twitter at Steve and Kyle, Facebook.com/Steve and Kyle to see new friend of the show,
Rec,
to pick up his vinyl picket fences.
Yeah.
Good for him.
Yeah, I mean, look, man, I hate throwing stuff out
Yeah.
if I know that people can use it.
Yeah.
He obviously needed it more than I did.
Right. And again, I just fear for wherever these people live, the way it looks, it's got to be just an atrocity, especially like we talked about. I like water cups on one side of the sink.
Yeah.
So if I were to have to find a spot to put 4 8-foot sections of freshly removed from dirt fence,
Yeah.
I don't think I'd handle that really well. But you know what? Rex probably a little more loosey-goosey with the tidiness than we are.
Yeah. He seemed happy with the transaction.
Yeah.
I was beyond happy with the transaction because it was gone. It was out of my yard. I didn't. Cindy doesn't think that we're
I was gonna say
the garbage house anymore.
So once again, the side of the garage is clean.
The side of the garage is so clean, thanks to our buddy Rick.
For now.
Yeah, for now.
Until you get another big idea.
Yeah, until I get another phone call.
Hello, Sam. This is Rick.
Got any more of that fence? Turns out I needed about 8 pieces.
I can only imagine what the neighbors think.
Oh, they've got to be ashamed.
Cindy pulled up in the driveway while Rec was strapping the fence to the old town car.
Have you been invited to the cul-de-sac convention meeting?
No.
Yeah. Oh yeah, there's a reason for that. They're talking about voting you out.
We didn't realize that in the bylaws.
Yeah. The tribal council's voting on the future of Steve and Annette's house.
Yeah.
And things are not looking up as of now. Maybe you should go do like an act of good,
like
go
a
mow.
handshake tour or something.
Oh, I was thinking like mow their lawns.
Oh no, not a chance.
Okay. Well,
No,
you know
no
what?
chance.
Then accept your punishment as such when you're voted out of the cul-de-sac convention, and you now have to pay you have to, at that point they start telling William the butler to start cold shouldering you too, make sure you ask for his ID even though you recognize him every time.
Yeah, let him in the first 3 gates, but that 4th one he's got to get out and open himself.
Yeah, if he wants to get over the moat, he's pulling the bridge down himself. Well, that's good. I'm glad that you're, because it seems like now for you, maybe the big projects for the year at least are over here at the new abode.
Yeah, the only thing, I still have the old microwave, which I posted on Craigslist, of course. Thought for sure that someone would come and take that. Now, my plan was yesterday to take that on the scrap tour.
Oh, yeah.
Because that thing's like 50 pounds. I would have gotten like $3 for that.
Absolutely, if the ratio stays the same.
And I was in such a hurry yesterday morning, I got like halfway there and I realized, oh, crap, forgot that thing. So that's still sitting in the garage. I had posted it yesterday. Still no bites on it yet. I'm a little disappointed. Yeah.
All right. You want to pitch it right now to the listeners, or
what have I told you? What have I told you that I had a Magic Chef microwave circa 1992?
Oh.
What if I told you that microwave didn't even have a turntable in it?
Oh, listen, a lot of people pine for the days when their food didn't rotate.
What if I told you that this microwave can make even the simplest tasks very difficult?
What if I told you this microwave could increase your electric bill by dollars every month?
What if I told you that it could take upwards of 4.5 minutes to heat up a slice of pizza?
Don't you miss those days where you could sit and reflect while your pizza warmed up? Everybody nowadays, Steve, seems like they're so, go, 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 need it now. There's something to be said.
What if I told you? What if I told you that your food could be lukewarm every night of the week?
What if I told you your neighbors would think you're running a generator because your microwave is so loud?
What if I told you that your neighbors already hate you because of the people pulling up in cars that are more rust than metal to pick up your garbage?
What if I told you, just when you think a vote by the cul-de-sac convention is going to go against you, it can get even worse?
ESPN Films proudly presents Steve trying to get rid of his Magic Chef microwave. December 5th on ESPN.
Maybe. So there you have it. If you're not interested now, you're never going to be.
Yeah, I will give that away, and I will ship that at your expense. That comes with the wall bracket, the grease pre-installed, and a couple of screws that also came with it.
The weird tint in between the door that you can't get rid of.
The moisture in between the panes of glass. Yeah, that's all included.
Okay.
That is all included.
You know, I'm thinking out loud here, but so you find that you, for the second time now, you've gotten rid of the junk on the side of your house.
Yeah.
And now, just when your neighbors think, finally, the new garbage house may calm down, you're having your wedding this week.
Yeah.
You're having people stay here extra. There's going to be another vehicle in the road or the driveway.
A car or two.
A couple bodies here.
Mm-hmm.
And then the day after your wedding, I'm no doubt have all the gifts. You're going to have boxes stacked up of garbage because it will no doubt not fit in your can.
Yeah.
So you're going to have an extra junk sitting next to it.
Never ends. Never ends.
Man, you might want to go make a Goodwill pitch.
Bake them a pie or something.
What did you got booed for Halloween?
Oh, I did get booed, yeah.
Maybe you need to you got turkey necked for Thanksgiving.
You got gobbled.
You got gobbled. Go hang up a turkey and leave 2 extras in one of your neighbor's window, but make sure, don't do this anonymous. Be like, started by Steve, the new guy.
yeah, exactly. Anonymously delivered to you by Steve.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, you need that recognition. Absolutely. Yeah. So, well, I know we mentioned a brisk 90 today, and here we are.
Look at that, right at 90.
So, do you want to just jump right into it?
Oh, boy. I completely forgot about that.
No, that's what I mean. You want to jump into the Fast Five?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, no, I know. You're ready, right? That's what you're saying?
How about we...
Oh, no.
Take a break.
Oh! Well, if we were to have... if I were to guess, are we talking a Thrifty 3? A Furious 4?
Thrifty 3. But, in my defense,
You've done the bonuses.
I did have 2 weeks of triumphant 10s.
So you're like that kid in high school where you did extra credit 1 week, so you could just not do your homework the next week?
Yeah.
Pretty much?
Yeah.
Well, how about this? How about we'll fire right up, we'll fire into the Fast Five.
Mm-hmm.
I'll lead off, and maybe I will spur some inspiration in you to get the last 2 en route to Fast Five.
You mean the last one?
Oh, boy! Because there's nothing wrong with the Furious 4.
No.
Nothing wrong at all. So hit the music. I'll lead the charge.
Okay. Let me do that. I don't have the iPad on this week, so we're going at it a little bit differently this week.
Hopefully it's not atrociously loud.
Yeah, let's...
Fast five. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
That wasn't bad at all. I have a feeling, by the way, of the 3 that I do have, I think we're going to have a lot of overlap. There were a bunch of big stories this week.
Yeah, and I mentioned to you before we started recording even that I actually changed a few of mine because of the tone. I didn't want it to be just extra depressing like it seems to be.
Yeah.
So, Fast Five, number 1 this week, Reputation.
Reputation?
It's in quotes. It's a title, Steve. Reputation.
Title of what? Like a movie?
It's an album title, Steve. Come on. This is the biggest news of the year.
Reputation. I don't know. Who's got a new album now?
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, I guess.
Is it T Swift?
It's T Swift, Steve.
Okay. I knew she had a new album. Didn't know the name, though.
Come on, man.
I apologize.
The old Taylor's dead. Can't come to the phone.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. She is. She's dead.
Roy Moore.
Roy Moore. I know the name.
Yes, you do. It's I would argue outside of the Hollywood issue, this is the biggest.
The
Alabama.
Yeah. Jesus.
He's wants to run for Senate.
But he, what did he say about the sexual harassment allegations? I'm on the right path, right?
Yeah, kind of.
But
he said something about allegations, but they're against him.
And he said something. He compared it to Mary and Joseph.
Other people have,
and they made Jesus.
I'm surprised you're out of you're not in depth on this one.
Yeah.
This one's a big deal. This one's a big deal.
Okay.
Bo Bergdahl. You might remember him. He was a POW for 5 years, but was now accused of desertion.
I haven't heard anything about that.
He was the subject of Serial Season 2.
Okay.
Okay.
I never listened to Serial. I heard that it was awesome.
Season 2, not so much. Okay. Conor McGregor.
What's he doing now?
Oh, you didn't see that video then.
No.
Not a good look.
Because the last I heard, he was they announced he was probably going to fight on like New Year's Eve or something.
Maybe.
Uh-oh. Is he alive?
He's fine. I don't know if he'll be, as of now, I don't know if he'll be eligible to fight New Year's. So.
Okay.
And lastly, Roy Halladay.
Man, that was tragic. It's awful.
So sad, right? Obviously, former Philly, former Blue Jay, probably one of the best pitchers of my youth and my lifetime. Threw a perfect game. Another no-hitter. Was a flying fanatic. Received model or what? Number
like an experimental
one
aircraft.
Yeah, number one off the assembly line of something like an A5, and happened to go down in the ocean. He was alone. There was initial reports showed there was like a passenger
I thought
or
there was
something.
somebody with him.
I think from everything I've read, it was alone. If not, that poor guy has gotten no respect for his death.
Yeah.
So,
seriously.
but Roy Halladay passed away in an airplane accident. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, it's those kind of deaths on a sports or celebrity that kind of like it feels like a punch in the gut, like take your breath away. Like, whoa, it's not like he was an 85-year-old, who played in the 1950s. This is a guy who isn't even eligible for the Hall of Fame for 2 more years because that's how freshly retired he is. So, terrible, terrible news. Obviously, I mean, in the story, it always goes this way. But the stories we hear now about like his charitable work in Toronto and Philadelphia and things like that were just under the radar, but massive efforts on his own part.
Yeah, that was. Oh man, there's video of it too. It's terrible.
I should have been prepared for this with Conor McGregor. One of his camp mates or teammates or friends or whatever fights for a different mixed martial arts program called Bellator. He was ringside for his friend's fight. His friend won. Conor McGregor, in a fit of what can only be like lunacy, tries to run from the stands, jumps on top of the cage, and immediately an official comes over as McGregor's on top of the cage and like puts his hand up and then like starts to push his leg. McGregor slaps an official in the face. Gets off the cage, seems to have calmed down, and then I think they realize like, oh hey, he's with this guy, so they let him in the door. He goes in through the door, like tackles his friend in excitement, and then something happens where he's walking around or whatever, and a ref like puts his arm out to keep him away, and McGregor chases him and starts throwing punches at this referee.
What an idiot.
So
what are you doing, man?
I think there is an outside chance. I don't know if the UFC will do anything or if Athletic Commission may suspend him.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, it's he's all over the news with the MMA news with this because it seems like even his fans are thinking, boy, he's kind of wearing thin on me. I mean, the build up to the Mayweather thing.
Right.
He's obviously always been loud and brash and everything, and that's kind of what endeared him to people. But this came off as, man, he slapped a grown man, an official just trying to do his job. He tried to chase and attack a referee, had to be pulled apart by like 5 people. That's a bad look. It's
not good.
It's a bad look.
Yeah, so probably won't be fighting.
We don't know. I mean, Dana White isn't the most honorable person in sports.
Yeah.
And is also, I mean, he'll directly lie to you about, well, no, so-and-so's not going to fight, and then the day later the fight's announced. So we'll see. But, maybe his act's wearing, maybe he gets some booze next time he steps into the cage.
Maybe. Maybe not, though. Who knows?
Before that, Bo Bergdahl, the subject of Serial Season 2. So Bo Bergdahl went missing in Afghanistan. I want to say it was like 2009. Was captured by the Taliban, held captive for 5 years until President Obama did a prisoner swap, gave 5 Taliban soldiers for Bergdahl to come home. But then it started coming out that Bergdahl actually deserted his post. And he admitted that he deserted because he wanted to show the issues going on at his base with the command. So he was going to go to another base to show, like, hey, look at how bad it's running over there. Obviously didn't make it, was captured. So he was court-martialed and tried, and to the point where he still denied that he deserted. Finally, like 3 weeks ago, accepted and took a guilty plea with no provisions that he deserted. And they had a massive hearing with families of soldiers who were injured and like really hurt during missions searching for him. Mm-hmm. And a lot of people thought he was going to end up with, life in prison type of thing, because he had been they didn't discharge him yet. He was still doing desk work. They just assigned him to a desk job in the military. He was a private. Mm-hmm. He received no jail and a dishonorable discharge, because that's kind of like, where do you weigh it? This guy was a POW for 5 years. Sure, he deserted. He did that.
Yeah.
And it seems people absolutely were injured. And I'm in no place to say, well, it should go one way or the other. He did 5 years as a POW. People got injured, so he got no jail time. I don't know. It's been a huge uproar.
How do you compare those?
Right.
And how do you come up with a punishment based on that?
Right.
I don't know. I'm not qualified to do that. That's for sure.
His lawyers fought for sentencing, like some different type of sentencing, because during the campaign last year, Donald Trump openly said, "Why don't we string him up in the middle of the street? We'll save money on the bullet." So Bergdahl didn't even want, like, they wanted something separate, because, like, that may have swayed, like, technically that's my boss. So him saying that may have swayed some opinions on how he should be sentenced. So no, that's a huge story. So he's dishonorably discharged. That's a guy who you kind of feel like he's going to have to look over his shoulder for the rest of your life. I mean, you've got people who, Trump supporters now who are obviously, I think it's kind of inflamed that they now all hate Bergdahl, maybe without knowing all of it, but probably a lot of it justified. Absolutely.
Definitely.
So,
but yeah, to say he's got to look over his shoulder, I think it's an understatement.
That's terrifying. I don't know if that's no way to live, man. Go move to Europe.
Yeah.
Go try to live anywhere else.
Yep.
Roy Moore is Senate candidate in Alabama, but Washington Post published a story this week, said when he was a judge in his 30s, he sexually assaulted, I think the number is 4 teenage girls. Forced himself on kissed them. One girl took off shirt and pants on both of them, and but he was a judge, so the parents allowed him to take their daughters on, I don't even know if you described it as dates. So,
well, sure, they trusted him,
right? So that came out this week.
Authority figure, and
there is now a huge divide, because it's the similar type of people who are like, look at Hollywood, look at the liberal left, look at all these, look who they protected. But now there's this, and now the main pushback is, it's a lie. Everything's a lie. Washington Post fabricated it. They're all
Didn't
Clinton.
Happen.
They're all Clinton supporters. That's why they're saying it. But no, this is a huge story, because the majority of the Republicans are standing by him as of now, which feels insane to me.
Yeah, it's remarkable.
The one person who hasn't is Mitt Romney, and Mitt Romney is now getting death threats for saying that he should step aside from the race.
Yeah, say what you want about the quote-unquote liberal left or whatever, but when someone screws up, everybody deserts them immediately.
Yeah, you're alone in a room.
Yeah, talk to see how Kevin Spacey and Louis C.K. feel now about, no one is sticking by them.
Yeah.
No one.
Yep. They
at least liberals know how to desert someone.
This is the Roy Moore who this was a case, I don't even know how many years ago. He's the one who wanted the 10 Commandments, like a statue installed at the courthouse in Alabama. So he did. He wanted to make gay sex illegal, calling it sodomy, saying it goes against the Bible. So this guy is he's from a different time.
Yeah.
And but no, it's just funny. This is a weird scramble.
Of a hypocrite as
this is a weird scramble, though. Weird.
Yeah.
And first, obviously, the in lieu of all that, the largest news of the week, Steve, the new T Swift album, Reputation. The old Taylor's dead. She can't come to the phone right now.
She's dead. How can you come to the phone when you're dead?
Had dropped the new album this week.
Honestly, I thought the new album came out a while ago. But then it was just
the single.
Yeah, the single.
Had her big SNL performance. There was a big Twitter uproar because she had a special microphone.
What kind of microphone?
It was like a snake wrap around her hand.
Oh, look at that. Boy, that is a new Taylor. The old Taylor didn't have a snake mic.
She'd use like a regular mic.
Yeah.
Like any old idiot. So, the only thing I've heard about it is people saying, like, boy, when did she start trying so hard?
Was it not good? Is the album not good?
I don't believe the reviews are overwhelmingly positive.
All right.
But yeah, big day.
Well, I'm going to have
big
to listen. I am going to listen to that thing.
Discerning ear?
In its entirety.
I appreciate it. I feel like we both should.
Yeah.
Like we should give it a chance.
Maybe we should do a Taylor Swift listening party. Stream it. Although she's really savvy. She'll shut that down.
Isn't she like the only one who doesn't have her music on Apple or Spotify or one of those? Because she's like, it's not worth it. The pennies I get aren't worth it.
I think that she was on, then she wasn't on. She might be back on there now. But
yeah, because but I know a lot of musicians respected her or admired that because she's the only one who's ever said, no, it's not worth the pennies you're giving me to play that music.
Yeah, they don't make our artists make nothing off of streaming. Basically,
awful.
All right, that was it, right?
That was it. Oh.
Fast 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Like what do we got then?
Well, time for my Fast 5, of course.
Oh,
it's Fast 5 time.
By the way, it looks like anywhere 3 to 4 stars out of 5 is the going rate on the album. So I guess it is pretty positive.
All right. First on the Fast 5, UFC boxing.
Oh, I'm unfamiliar.
Really?
Are they in like another arm?
I heard that Dana White announced a couple days ago, or I don't know if it was an announcement or if it was just a question during an interview, but he said absolutely the UFC is absolutely getting into boxing.
It's a great idea.
And they were he said that they were applying, or he was applying for his
license,
promoter license in various states.
Okay, I like it. It's a smart idea. Smart idea, a savvy move by Dana White, because the people involved in boxing and boxing promotion are, for the most part, pretty corrupt, and
so
like Lou DiBella.
Now, I don't know anything about boxing. Is there a world boxing organization, or like what's the league?
Kind of the problem with boxing is so they have way too many organizations that offer belts. You have the IBF, the WBA, the WBC, the WBO. There's all of these different organizations, and they're all the same weight classes, champion this, champion that, and so there's not one.
It was like when there was the WWF and the WCW.
But multiply that by about 4, because there's weight. So that's why.
So when McGregor and Mayweather fought, what belt was that?
Nothing. That was no belt.
Oh
no, that was just the money belt that they made
up. What
up.
organization was that?
None. It doesn't have to be. Actually, it may have been. I don't believe it has to be sanctioned by like the WBO or something. It just has to be sanctioned by the Nevada Athletic State, whatever, the commission.
Okay. Actually, we're going into this too much. We'll get to the rest of that on the
we're doing it wrong.
Second, Veterans Day.
Yeah. Should that be a holiday? Like a observed day off type of thing?
I think so. Absolutely.
I mean, you have to put
I think at bare minimum, veterans should get Veterans Day off.
We'll come back to it, but I have an interesting proposition for you.
Okay. Next, Trump's Kim Jong-un tweet. I'm assuming you've seen the tweet by now that was tweeted yesterday, right? Yeah, last night.
Yeah.
Now, this was this was one of those ones that I thought, someone made a funny parody account, or that's got to be a screenshot. Like I'm looking for the two P's at the end of Trump in the Twitter handle, thinking that because he tweeted yesterday at 7:48 p.m. from Vietnam. He tweeted, "Why would Kim Jong-un insult me by calling me old when I would never call him short and fat?" Ooh, you hear that one?
That was a nice one.
Oh, well, I try so hard to be his friend, and maybe someday that will happen. What?
So you know how every time you put North Korea on your Fast 5 half a dozen times? Mm-hmm. Maybe we're closer to nuclear war than I thought.
Yeah, like that could be the final thing that makes them hit the launch button.
Yeah, not great. Listen, it's like two idiots yelling at each other from across an ocean. It's the dumbest thing ever right now.
Yeah. All right.
Stupid.
All right, next on the list, the biggest story of the week, I guess, Louis C.K., one of the biggest entertainment stories.
Yeah, and that's why I left it off, trying to not soften the blow because you can't do that. But what I mean is, it's all bad. It seems like.
The thing that bugs me is, and I was a fan of Louis C.K. I mean, just as much as anyone else was. Like, I'm not a diehard fan. I'm not going to see him, but like, he's a funny guy. Of course, my opinion of him a bit different now.
Right.
When all the allegations first came out, actually, something, we'll get back to that. Because what are we doing? What are we doing?
I know you're all backward right now.
I know I'm all backwards. Okay, finally, Twitter 280.
Unnecessary.
Yeah, it kind of takes away a bit of the
whole idea of it was its brevity. Have to get to the point quick.
Personal standpoint, it'll make posting our episodes every week a little bit easier.
Yeah, I spend at least 5 minutes whenever I try to repost it.
Yeah,
trying to figure out what to shorten.
What can I replace with an ampersand?
Oh, it's so awful.
Like, yeah. What can I? Yeah. So yeah, it does kind of. I don't know. I like the conciseness.
Yeah, and I feel like they flew in the face of what everybody said when they did the test trial of 280, which is that. It's not necessary. It really isn't. The people who had it said, I don't like it that well. Here it is for everybody. Hip, hip, hooray.
All right. So you now have twice as many characters on Twitter.
To say just as little.
Neat. Okay. Louis C.K. before that. Now, I said when I first heard, because you started hearing rumblings earlier in the week, like maybe Tuesday or Wednesday.
Yeah.
Oh, Louis C.K. is next. Louis C.K. is done. His career's over. The New York Times was putting together an investigative piece. People were tweeting, people I know
had been contacted.
People I know have been getting contacted for weeks, interviewing them about Louis C.K.
Yeah.
So when I first heard, Louis C.K. is next, and I read what happened, I thought, I'm not really that surprised. I mean, if you've listened to any of Louis C.K.'s stand-up, you know that he's a pervert. He's a dirty old man. At least that's the character he's played on stage and in every show that he's done, whether it's like Lucky Louie or any of the variations of that show. I wasn't really that surprised. I mean, you still kind of think like, okay, just because he, Larry the Cable Guy, I know he's not really a cable guy, but you know that there's some, like a lot of that is based on his character.
Right.
Louis C.K., yeah, I mean, a lot of what comedians do on stage is based on their character, is based on who they are, life experiences, things like that. Of course, they're embellished a bit sometimes.
Sure.
But with Louis C.K., I was always like, I don't know, I kind of feel like he's really true to form.
Yeah, yeah. And again, the accusations, totally different world. But the accusation, it's just, even reading about those make me so uncomfortable about what it was because
come to the hotel room. We're going to have a drink and celebrate a good show.
Yeah.
And then they walk in like, mind if I take my clothes off?
Yeah, it's the same thing as the Weinstein thing where they seem to enjoy I don't even know how to say it without coming off wrong. Having people watch them pleasure themselves.
Yeah.
So
and, like, at what point, what clicks in your brain that makes you say, yeah, this person sitting here, this is what they want to see.
Like, and you're wealthy enough. Now, I'm not saying you're loaded. There's prostitutes. There's people out there that you can pay. Yeah. Like, if that's what they'd be happy to take your money to sit in a room while you did that. It's easier than what they're used to.
You don't even, you're a celebrity.
Yeah.
All you have to do is like go to one of your meet and greets, and if you see someone attractive, they will. If someone's there to see your show, like you have groupies. I mean, not saying that morally that's right, but it's not a crime. It's not like. Then the worst thing that is in the news is, hey, Louis C.K. had sex with a fan. Okay, well, I mean, morally, is it right? I don't know, whatever. But I mean, it's not. The worst thing somebody can say is like, oh, that's mean of him to do that.
Right. Yeah, it doesn't sound like it's over. It sounds like more layers are getting peeled off of and more accusations. I mean, obviously, Louis C.K., one of the bigger stars in comedy. Kevin Spacey, one of the more well-known actors of our time. Harvey Weinstein, one of the bigger producers in Hollywood. Like, these are a lot of big fish that are rightfully paying dire consequences, but well after the fact. Like Louis C.K., at this point, He's probably you'll probably never see him again in terms of like a major role or anything like that. But he's made so much money even after these events happened.
Yeah,
he's fine. He can live off that. Same thing with Weinstein.
Did you read his statement? His apology.
Yep.
I'll ask you a question that I was asked actually on Friday. His statement was released at some point on Friday, and me and the guys on the side gig, we have like a group text that, every day there's always something.
Right.
So one of the guys I think it was Justin. He messaged all of us and we're like, "Oh, did you see Louis C.K.'s apology?" And everyone's like, "Yeah, it's crazy." And he said, "Does it make it better that he totally owned it?"
Mm-hmm.
Do you think it makes it better that he totally owned it?
No, and I was going to mention it, but I actually thought better a minute ago about a piece of backlash on Twitter is about the apology, because I think that happens with every apology. Mm-hmm. Unless his whole apology was, "I'm sorry, that was awful of me," like 2 sentences, right? Mm-hmm. There's always going to be a large contingent saying, "This apology sucked."
Yeah,
and that's a lot of the case was with the Louis C.K. apology, because it was probably 3 paragraphs. He didn't say the words "I'm sorry" ever.
Yeah,
but when I read it, I thought, wow, like fully contrite, full admission, full like his last line I thought was perfect. Was I've spent years talking and telling jokes and stories. Now it's time for me to sit back and listen for a long time. Yeah. Like it's different than your standard run of the mill press release. But again, it doesn't it obviously doesn't make it better.
That's the thing for me. I think it's good that he did, but I am really pissed at how many people are giving him credit for it. Like,
right?
You don't deserve accolades. You don't
get credit in hindsight.
You don't deserve accolades.
Right.
We shouldn't be sitting here and ranking your apology on a scale of 1 to 10 and saying, "Oh, that's better than Weinstein's apology," or "That's better than so and so's apology." I don't think he should get any credit in the world for it. I think, because like Justin had said, he really owned it, and I was like, well, he had to own it because he did it.
Right.
I mean, why are we giving people credit now for how good their apology?
Well, I mean, what's the other option? Deny till you die.
Exactly.
That's not going to help.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the New York Times.
If you truly did do it, which the New York Times is probably not going to. They're not going to put themselves out there and post that if it's not true, or if they don't have a bunch of sources saying that it's true.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's not like a little secret in a back room. Or hey, you hear what Louis C.K. did? Yeah. Like this is.
No, this is.
They have a couple lawyers. I'm sure the New York Times has a couple of lawyers.
Well, I'm sure it's properly sourced multiple times over. That's the rule. I have a degree in journalism. If you don't have at least 2 sources that you trust confirming this report, you don't run with it. And they had multiple people that like I said, I'm sure they sourced throughout. So you can't even say that about the National Enquirer anymore, because the National Enquirer, for as stupid and rag as it is, they've broken some of the massive stories of the last 10, 12 years anyway.
Yeah,
so,
like Hillary Clinton giving birth to an alien baby.
Yeah, I know. Boy finally coming out of the cave.
Jeez.
So, no, I mean, no, there's absolutely no way does it make it better. I think he did a proper apology.
I think he did what he needed to do.
Right.
Where his career goes from here,
knows? No idea.
We'll find out. As we've said a million times, the public loves a comeback story. They love to see somebody.
Yeah. I could see him. He could do stand up tomorrow. There's nothing against him doing. Mm-hmm. He could go to the local club. Now he doesn't. It's not going to be go sell out the Madison Square Garden like he's done. Yeah. But if he wanted to keep doing comedy outside of, he's going to get heckled outside of heckling and outside of, like maybe some protests outside the club. Yeah. But unless you're a club who wants to say, like, even on an open mic night, like, no, sorry, Louis, we can't let you up there.
Yeah. I think he's just got to go away.
He's going to go away
for the immediate future.
Yeah. I mean, look at Mel Gibson. Mel Gibson has directed 2 movies in 11 years. Mm-hmm. One right before all of the really bad allegations and everything. It was Apocalypto, and then he didn't direct anything until Hacksaw Ridge last year.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of going away does a lot of good.
All right, before that, Trump's Kim Jong. Why am I having so much
Kim
trouble
Jong-un?
Kim Jong-un. Trump's
Kim Jong-un tweet. Yeah, I mean, at this point, it's just
he wants to be pals. Wants to be buddies with Kim Jong-un.
Just two kids slap fighting on the playground. Yeah. I mean, what do you do? It's funny. I mean, nobody's ever seen anything like this. Twitter name calling is where we're at now. So
yeah,
to a world leader again, it's baffling. I can't say anything more about it because I don't know what to say about it. It's crazy.
God, it's scary.
Mm-hmm.
It's so scary that the leader of our country can be triggered by someone calling him old.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Veterans Day before that.
Yeah. So my proposition to you, because it's Veterans Day, it's Election Day. When you hear this come up, like if you had to pick one. Like, say, we're going to make one more federal holiday.
Mm-hmm.
Veterans Day, Election Day, or the Monday after the Super Bowl.
Sadly, I know that the majority of the country would probably say the Monday after the Super Bowl. I think that all veterans should have Veterans Day off.
Okay.
I believe, because I don't think that, like, I don't deserve Veterans Day off.
Right.
You don't deserve Veterans Day off. Veterans deserve Veterans Day off. Yeah, it's like the bare minimum.
Right.
I believe that that Election Day should be a national holiday.
Okay.
I think everyone should have that off because then there is no excuse. Like, no one should be, stores shouldn't be open that day. There shouldn't be any distractions.
Mm-hmm.
Other than you going to the polls and voting.
So you're voting Election Day for the next national holiday.
Election Day for a national holiday, yeah.
Okay.
What about you?
You think that ever comes up down the road, by the way, like a 9/11? You think people start thinking about... But it never came up to Pearl Harbor. Like December 7th never was talked... It may have been talked about, but it seems like it just goes away.
Yeah.
But I thought about that the last few years. Like, I wonder if there's ever a thing to make 9/11 like a national commemorative day.
Yeah, I mean... Would you vote for that?
I would.
For 9/11 to be a holiday?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, again, it's right up there with Pearl Harbor.
Right.
Like if Pearl Harbor's not, then
exactly.
I mean, granted, the scale is totally different, but
yeah. But it's just weird. But I mean, selfishly, I say Super Bowl, the day after the Super Bowl. But I also think, why are we giving a national holiday to a private entity,
right?
When they could easily just make the Super Bowl Saturday night if they. It's February, nobody cares.
I know.
I mean, Election Day is the most logical. Yeah. I think so because, like you said, no excuse. I don't know if the turnout would be better. I'm sure a little bit, but I think I still think it's another day off. Yay.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, as much as I'd like to think, like everybody will go to the polls.
95% turnout this year.
All right, first on the list, UFC boxing.
If he can do it, there's a hole in the boxing world because promoters are all divided. I mean,
Is Don King still around? Is he
Don
still
King
promoting?
is still around. I don't know if he's still promoting, but I know he's still around in the boxing world. You're talking about it took pretty much parting the Red Sea to make Mayweather-Pacquiao happen, and the only thing stopping it was just that the promoters hated each other.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. So there's obviously, if one person can say, hey, we're going to do UFC boxing where deal with one promoter type of this, we can guarantee you, look at our TV. We have all of this on every, national network TV, cable TV, pay-per-view. Like there's a big gap there if you can do it right. But if I know the UFC, they won't. I mean, you're talking about a guy who starts off the pay-per-view, makes $600 if he doesn't die. And the main event guy will make $1.5 million. So I'll be curious. I'm a boxing fan. I know there's not that many out there. So anything positive news boxing-wise, I'm always excited about.
And let's do a bonus here.
Oh!
Roger Goodell.
Oh, I just hope that this stick-up Jerry Jones rear end keeps gets Roger Goodell out of a job. I think it'd be amazing.
Jerry Jones is pissed because Ezekiel Elliott he's been suspended, but then it's been overturned or it's been upheld
4 times each now. So he was suspended, unsuspended, suspended, unsuspended 4 times. As of today, he is suspended.
So he will not play today.
Not play today unless an emergency injunction comes down at 11:50 whatever a.m. and says it's lifted or whatever. Okay. It's just absurd going back and forth.
So this, because Jerry Jones, the owner of the Cowboys, says that the accusations against Ezekiel Elliott for domestic violence are not true.
Yeah, I mean,
based on what? Does he know?
Well, so not a conspiracy, but so obviously charges were never brought. And secondly, like the investigator for the NFL interviewed like one person, and they said like it didn't happen, but there was enough they thought. Secondary word, I don't know. It's just it was a very, very, very poor investigation by the NFL. And plus, I think Jerry Jones is just mad. You look at what happened with Ray Rice. 2 games. Video comes out forever. Same thing with the kicker for the Giants, Josh Brown, got 1 game. And they're like, wait, he admitted to 20 times hitting her. 6 games. It's so arbitrary. Well, this time, there's no video. There's nothing. There's no police anything. And there's text messages saying, hey, I need you to say this actually happened when this is what happened. And 6 games for you. So, it sounds like it's really stuck in Jerry Jones' craw to the point where what I had heard this summer, so like June, news started coming out like, Roger Goodell extended through 2022 because that would be through the next labor negotiation. And turns out it wasn't actually done. So Jerry Jones appears to be the one massive sticking point among the owners saying, I will not let an extension for Roger Goodell go through.
I thought that he had a bunch of other owners.
There's some
side
with him, but he's like the leader. I mean, if you've got, whoever the hell the owner of the Buffalo Bills is leading the charge, I don't think it holds as much water.
Okay.
But you're talking Jerry Jones, America's team, TV, juggernaut, essentially saying, I don't want Roger Goodell to have this job anymore. I don't. And I'd be curious to see how this turns out because I know there's a divide. He was on some committee, but the owner of the Falcons somehow skirted it, got him voted out of this 6-owner committee. So he's pissed at the Atlanta Falcons owner, Arthur Blank. It's nasty right now. It's so nasty. But like I said, they're all billionaires, so I don't really care about their feelings.
Right, no, not at all.
But if it all ends up with Roger Goodell out of a job, I think NFL fans will rejoice around the world.
It sure seems like it.
He's the most hated.
Is he more hated than Gary Bettman is in the NHL?
I think so, because Gary Bettman at this point is at least removed 3 or 4 years from the lockout that happened. Yeah. And the NHL, for all, they've expanded. They've moved teams since then.
They don't have the scandal that the NFL has.
Yeah,
people just hate Bettman because he's Bettman.
Well, he's a smarmy, idiot-looking guy. Like he's not a real likable guy.
No,
but Goodell comes off as pompous, inconsistent, power-hungry, making $30 million that he made 2 years ago or a year ago. So, I don't know if there'll be any NFL fan not named Goodell who is going to be upset if he loses his job.
Yeah.
I don't know when that even comes up. That's got to be, I think it's the end of this season where his contract expires. So,
be interesting to see.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
I'm excited.
All right. Brisk 90 plus 36 in the book.
I tried too. I tried right at 129, said let's get into the Fast 5.
Fast 5 is becoming less and less fast.
Maybe we need to bring it back. Like, no more discussion off the bat, right? Like, and then limit discussion on each topic. We got to get the bell in here.
Yeah. Ding. Oh, I thought of the bell a couple times today.
Yeah, so did I.
How did we get on this topic?
Yeah, no idea. We need to hit the bell.
All right. So, actually, the next time we record... Oh, no. I was going to say the next time we record, I'll be a married man, but that is not true.
Next time you hear an episode after this, Steve will be a married man.
Yeah, because we're recording again in a couple of days for...
Brisk 90.
Brisk 90, as they say.
Yep, less than a week away from the nuptials again. If you'd like to contribute to Steve's nuptials, I think we should post a link to the Humane Society.
Maybe we'll do a live stream from the wedding.
I still want to. But no, we should post a link to the Humane Society thing if anybody feels like they want to.
There's not a specific link.
Oh, okay.
What we have...
Maybe not then.
Yeah, we have people... some people have donated. Actually, some listeners to this podcast and to the radio show. I thank you so much.
That's incredible.
For donating. because we put that on our registry.
Yeah, please
donate to the Humane Society of West Michigan, and then if they ask like in whose honor or whatever, you just put my name.
That'd be great.
That'd be awesome.
Like, we're not, I don't want to, NFL stars get their gifts bought for them by fans. Not that at all.
Yeah.
But if you want to donate to a good cause, please do.
All right. In the meantime, you can download, subscribe, review the show on iTunes, Google Play, TuneIn, Stitcher, and Libsyn. StephenKyle.Libsyn, LIBSYN.com. On Twitter at Stephen Kyle. Facebook.com/Stephen Kyle. And on Snapchat, Steve and Kyle Pod. And I guess we will talk to you next week. In the meantime,
big week.
Be nice to people.
Try.
Harvey Cadillac has been serving the community since 1966. Now that's longevity. Immerse yourself in the luxury life at our showroom, where you can experience the latest Cadillac SUVs, EVs, and sedans. Move into EV luxury at Harvey. New Cadillac Optic, Vistic, Lyriq, and Escalade IQs in stock and ready for you. Our locally family-owned dealership has an excellent 4.7 out of 5-star rating. Visit HarveyCadillac.com.
The Mercedes-Benz Dream Days are back with offers on vehicles like the 2025 E-Class, CLE Coupe, C-Class, and EQE sedan. Hurry in now through July 31st. Visit your local authorized dealer or learn more at mbusa.com/dream.